Hey, I'm Russell Brunson. I'm the CEO of ClickFunnels. I'm the author of 3 best-selling books. I'm also a father of 5, and I grew up as a wrestler. I've also had the chance to help over 100,000 business owners to grow their companies online with a thing that we're going to talk about today called sales funnels. I'm also the guy who hands out these. These are called the 2 Comma Club Awards. Now we give these awards to entrepreneurs or small business owners who've grossed over $1 million inside of a funnel. Okay, now we call it 2 Comma Club Award because in $1 million there's 2 commas. Now right now, today, I'm gonna show you guys the weird, almost backward funnel secret that's currently being used by an underground group of entrepreneurs to sell almost anything that you can dream of. Now I'm gonna show you guys the journey of other people who were just like you, who are on a web class like this, and they now have funnels that have changed their business forever. People like Jamie Cross. Jamie is someone who is an entrepreneur. She started a business selling soaps like this. And when she first started creating these things, she would go door to door selling them. She started going to farmers markets to sell them, but she wanted to figure out, how do I grow faster, or how do I sell more of my products? Okay, she came to this web class, she learned about funnels, and she took these products she created, she started plugging them into funnels, and within less than a year after launching her very first funnel, she was on stage with her husband winning a 2 Comma Club Award. Another person who is just like you, who was on this web class, you may have seen her ads online, is Kaylin Poland, the lady boss. Now Kaylin was someone who wanted to help women to lose weight. Okay, she came to this web class, she learned about funnels, she launched her product through a funnel, and now has had a chance to help over 100,000 women and win multiple 2 Comma Club Awards in the process. Next is Gabe Schillinger. Now Gabe is one of my favorite stories because Gabe was a musician. Okay, he was a struggling musician trying to figure out how in the world he'd take his art, the things he was good at, and make money with it. He came to this web class, he learned about funnels, he said, I could take the beats that I create and I could sell them through funnels. Within a year of Gabe attending this web class, he had also won a 2 Comma Club Award. I want you to understand these stories aren't unique. We have literally almost 1,000 stories just like this of people who were just like you before they watched this web class, and each of them had come on stage with me and won a 2 Comma Club Award. And one thing I want to kind of stress before we get too deep into this, I want you to understand that this presentation, this is not a business opportunity. This is not going to be teaching you guys some way to get rich quick, okay? ClickFunnels and the things I'm going to be showing you guys today, this is a tool to help you to grow an existing business faster. Helps you if you've got a product like Jamie or like Kaylin or like Gabe to take that product, take that service, plug it into a funnel and let you grow faster. Okay, so my goal for you, if you're on this presentation, number 1, if you're an existing business owner, I want to show you how to take your product, your service, whatever it is, plug it into a funnel and grow your company way faster. Or if you're in the startup phase, you're just kind of figuring things out and you're trying to figure out, okay, I have this idea, I have this product, I have this service, how do I get this product out into the world? I want to show you how you can use a funnel to grow a new startup very, very quickly. Now, by the time this presentation is over, you're going to walk away knowing 2 things with absolute certainty. Number 1, funnel hacking in this process I'm going to show will actually work for you and for your business. And number 2, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to be successful with funnels inside of your business or the businesses that you consult for. All right, now before we get started, I got one last thing. If we're gonna have success together here, I need your attention. I know that in your life, there's probably a million things happening right now, right? I'm guessing you're probably getting messages on Facebook, your phone's probably ringing, your kids are yelling at you. I understand, there's so many things always happening. But I promise you that if you can give me your attention for the next 90 minutes, I can change your business and it might actually change your life as well. So if you can do me a favor and turn off Skype, shut down Slack, put your phone in airplane mode so we can have your attention together, okay? Now I want you to treat this next 90 minutes or so that we have together as if I'm giving a private consultation to you and your specific business, okay? If you go to our website right now, you see that we charge $100,000 a day to teach companies like yours how to get a funnel to work inside their business. Now we're not gonna spend 8 hours together, but we are gonna spend about 2 hours. So that's $25,000 worth of value I'm gonna try to give you in the next 2 hours. So look at it through that lens, and if you do that, I promise you can get so much more out of this presentation, and it's gonna have a better chance of changing your business. Does that sound good?
3, 2, 1, liftoff. We have a liftoff.
So the first question people always ask me is, what in the world is a funnel, right? And do I actually need one for my company? So to help you understand what a funnel is, let me tell you about the very first product that I ever sold online and how I discovered what a funnel was. So the first product I ever sold online was a DVD teaching people how to make potato guns. And yes, this is a real thing. People always think it's a joke, but it was the first product that I ever created myself. I put it online and I started selling it. Now, the way I was selling it is I would go to Google and I buy Google ads. And what's kind of cool is I would bid on keywords like potato gun or spud gun. So someone type in potato gun in Google, my ad would show up for this DVD. They would click on the ad, they'd come over here and they would buy it. Now what was really exciting for me is I would spend about $10 a day in ads to sell one DVD. And these DVDs were selling for, I believe, $37 at the time. So I spent $10, I'd sell a $37 DVD, and I got to keep $27 in my pocket. And as a college kid, that is a ton of money. I was so excited, and this worked for 3 or 4 weeks, and then something happened. I got slapped, okay? You may have heard of the Google slap. Basically what happens, Google raised their prices of their ads, where instead of spending $10 to sell a DVD, I was spending like $50 to sell a DVD. If it costs you $50 to sell a DVD, but you only make $37, as you know, you can't run a business like that. So after 2 or 3 days, I had to turn my ads off, and I thought my business was done. I remember being depressed, thinking I have to go back to school and figure out how to get a real job, because I thought I had figured out a way to kind of beat the system. And then one day I got a call from a friend. Now my friend had a very similar business to mine. He wasn't selling potato gun DVDs, but he was also selling things like this online. And I was talking to him, I said, did your business get shut down too? It did for a little bit, but I figured out how to get it back online. Really, what did you do? And we started adding upsells. Well, what is an upsell? He said, well, have you been to McDonald's before? I said, yeah, of course. He said, when you go through the drive-thru and you order a Big Mac, what's the first question they always ask you in the drive-thru? I said, well, the first question they ask is, well, do you want fries and a Coke with that? He said, exactly, that's an upsell. He said, do you know McDonald's, they actually lose money when someone buys a Big Mac, but they make their profit when they get fries and a Coke? I said, no, I didn't know that. He said, the same thing's true in my business and yours as well. He said, for his business, he said, I was selling my product, but when Google raised their prices, I couldn't make any money anymore, so I started adding these upsells. And he said that what was interesting is that about 1 out of 3 people who bought his first product started buying these upsells. I was like, that's amazing. I'm like, well, how would it work for my potato gun DVD? Like, what would I upsell? He said, what's the next logical thing someone needs after they buy your potato gun DVD? I said, well, then they have to go and drive to Home Depot, and they have to buy the pipes, and they have to buy the igniters, all the stuff to actually build a potato gun. He said, well, why don't you sell potato gun kits to the people who buy your potato gun DVDs? That could be your upsell. I thought, that is a great idea. So this is the very first funnel I ever created. And what's crazy, after we launched this, 1 out of every 3 people who bought the DVD ended up buying the potato gun kit, and it completely changed our business forever.
Credit boredom.
That was awesome.
For Russell Brunson's success, he and a friend thought it would be fun to go online and find out how to make a potato gun. It wasn't long that he discovered over 18,000 people were doing the same thing. So Russell said to himself,
I bet I could make a product and probably sell it to all those people that are looking for it.
Start with a potato gun. Grow an internet marketing company. Be a millionaire.
All right, now some of you might be thinking, well, that's awesome, Russell, but I don't sell potato guns, right? And honestly, at first, I didn't know how this was actually gonna relate to other businesses, but I started searching and I found out that this is not the only type of funnel. There are a lot of different types of funnels. If you have a business that just needs more leads, there are specific funnels just for you, okay? There's funnels that are set up to sell any kind of product, DVDs, supplements, physical products, all sorts of stuff. There's different funnels for doing webinars and web classes like the one you're in right now, okay? There's different funnels if you have a new product that you wanna launch. There's so many cool funnels that are out there. And as you can probably tell, I became slightly obsessed with sales funnels. It's become my entire life's work, so much so I've written 3 books on the topics, which you totally should read when you have a chance someday. All right, so first off, I wanna show you guys the hard way. Now, I call it the hard way because this is what we had to do over the first 10 years of building funnels. It used to be really difficult, really hard, and really, really expensive. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the hard way, but don't stress out because afterwards I'm gonna show you guys the easy way because we can literally build funnels now in less than 10 minutes, whereas in the past it was really complicated. Okay, now this is an example of a supplement funnel we created a couple years ago, and this is what we had to go through to get this one funnel up and launched and live. Okay, the very first step is we had to actually design the funnel. That's where we sketched it out and say, what's it gonna look like? What's the first product? What's the second product? You know, and kind of map out what the funnel is gonna look like. And that part doesn't cost you any money, but it does take some of your time. Step number 2, then you have to write the actual copy that goes on the pages. This is the headlines, the bullet points, the stories on the page. Now this is typically the most expensive part, okay? For this funnel right here, it cost me $20,000 to get the copy written. Okay, then step number 3 is I have to get a graphic designer to take the actual sales letter and design it so it looks really, really cool when we put it online. After the designer's done, then we have to get someone who's really good at HTML and CSS to chop up the design and actually put it online so it's an actual web page, okay? But then I went to the web page and it didn't actually work, right? So then I had to hire a programmer to go and connect the shopping cart and the autoresponder, all the things so that somebody could actually go and buy the product when they got there. So my upfront cost for this one funnel alone was $29,000. Okay, but the worst thing for me wasn't that. The worst thing was the fact that I had already bought the supplements. They were sitting in a warehouse gathering dust for 8 weeks. You understand, it took us 2 full months to build out this one funnel because that's how much work it was to build a funnel back in the day. But now, because you guys are here today, like I said, you have a chance to cheat and just get this the easy way. Now I want you to understand that if you've tried to make money online in the past and you failed, this is probably why. Okay, you see all the steps, it's expensive, there's a lot of things you have to do, there's people you have to hire, there's just so much that goes into it. And so if you've tried in the past and you failed, that's probably why. So I want you to first off understand this is not your fault. Like, don't stress about it, okay? It's because you didn't understand what I'm about to show you. Okay, so the title of this presentation today is called Funnel Hacking Secrets. Now during this presentation, I'm gonna be covering 3 secrets, okay? Secret number 1, I'm gonna show you guys how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. How many of you guys wanna learn how to do that one? Cool, then secret number 2, after we have those funnel hacks, I'm then gonna show you how to clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. And then secret number 3, I'm gonna show you how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to your funnels instead. Does that sound good? All right, with that said, let's jump into secret number 1. Okay, secret number 1, how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. The first thing you have to understand is something I learned from Tony Robbins. He said if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who've already succeeded, which makes perfect sense, right? And I started thinking like the things in my life I had success with, like how did I become successful? And the first thing I thought about was wrestling. When I was a little kid, I started wrestling, and at first I was not good at all, right? And my dad would go with me to these tournaments, we'd watch the people who were winning the tournaments, and he would film them, and we'd go back home afterwards, and we'd watch the matches over and over and over again, and saw what the best people were doing, and then I'd go back and I'd model it. And in a very short period of time, I went from being a bad wrestler to a good wrestler to becoming a state champ, taking second place in the country in high school, and being ranked in the top 10 in the country in college. Now, the same thing is true in business. Some people don't know this, but I don't have a business degree. I actually got a C in my marketing class, which is kind of funny. But I knew that I wanted to figure out a way to make money online when I was in college, right? So I jumped online, and I started looking around, I started saying, who are the people that are having success? And I started looking what they were doing, I modeled what they were doing, and in a very short period of time, I went from having no business to making over $1 million in sales within 1 year of graduating from college. And the same thing is true with your funnels. I want you to understand that. Like, it's not different. All you gotta do is find someone who has a funnel successful, and you need to model it. Now, every time I tell somebody that, they always come back and say, well, Russell, I'm kind of creative, or I've got a better way to do it, or I'm a designer. They have these different things they want to do. I want you to understand that you don't have to go and be creative, okay? In fact, being creative is probably gonna hurt you. There's a quote that says, you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and they're lying face down in the dirt. And that is definitely true in entrepreneurship. Okay, most entrepreneurs don't fail because their ideas aren't good. They fail because they run out of time or run out of money before they ever get to the finish line. The first time I ever got this, I was a young kid, about 22 years old. I was at a marketing event. I was sitting in the back taking notes. I remember one of the speakers came on stage. His name was Porter Stansberry. And Porter worked for a company called Agora Publishing. And at the time, he ran the largest division of Agora called Stansberry Research. If you never heard of Agora, they are the biggest financial newsletter in the world. They do over $1.5 billion a year in sales, right? And I'm so fascinated listening to him talk about how they grew their business, how they grew it so fast, and all the things that they're doing. And then he starts walking through their actual funnel. And I'm like, this is amazing. He's telling us everything. And I'm mapping out everything he's saying as he's saying it. He's talking a million miles a minute. I'm so excited. And in the middle of it, he stopped. He said, you know what's interesting? He said, every single year we get competitors who see how much money we're making at Agora and they want to have a piece of that, right? So they come in and they say, okay, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna try to undercut Agora's pricing. So they try to undercut our pricing and it never works. And they come back and say, well, maybe we'll try to sell it differently. They have a different idea about how to sell it. And they try that, it never works as well. He said, don't you understand at Agora, we have over 100 full-time employees who are just split testing, they're copywriters, they're testing every single variation you could possibly dream of. He said, there's no way you can compete with Agora. He said, if you want to try to compete with us, you have to just copy us. And that's when the light bulb went off for me. I remember sitting back and thinking, oh my gosh, why in the world would I try to go and reinvent the wheel? Let me figure out who in my market already has arrows in the back, who's already tested a whole bunch of things. Let me see where they are today, right now, and then just model that. Now, shortly after that is when we had the idea to launch our brand new supplement company called Neurocell. Okay, and I showed you guys this funnel a little bit earlier. I thought, okay, instead of me trying to reinvent the wheel, be creative, I'm gonna go find somebody who's already been successful and we're gonna model them. So the first step in funnel hacking is you gotta find someone who's successful to funnel hack, right? Somebody who you can model. So for Neurocell, I went out there and I tried to find a company who had a similar product to ours. And eventually I found this company right here. And I remember looking at this page and thinking, this is literally the ugliest page I have ever seen in my life. But I thought, you know what? Maybe they have some arrows in the back. Maybe they know something I don't know. So I said, okay, when we build our supplement, let's model this page as close as we can, okay? So this is our version of the page that we created. Now you notice they look very similar, right? We modeled the look and the feel and the layout. They had a logo in the top left-hand corner, we had a logo. They had a phone number in the right-hand corner, we had a phone number. They had a headline, we had a headline. They had a picture of their product, we had a picture of our product. Okay, we modeled the look, the feel, the layout, the price was everything, but we didn't copy anything. This is what I wanted to understand. A lot of people think, oh, I'm just gonna copy everybody else. That's not what I'm talking about here, okay? That's unethical, it's unmoral, and that's not what funnel hacking is. Funnel hacking is looking at what are the things that are successful, okay? The look, the feel, the layout, the price points. We model those things, but then we put in our copy, our pictures, our images to sell our product and our service, okay? So that's what happened. I found this funnel, we modeled it, we funnel hacked it, we built our version, and we launched it. After we launched this funnel, we started selling our supplement. And in a very short period of time, we got to the point where we were selling about 10 bottles a day. Now for me, I was excited. That's 300 bottles a month. We were in business, we had the supplement, and I was so excited, okay? Now I want you to know, this is where most people stop. But I was like, I want to figure out like, how do we grow this company even bigger? Okay, and that's where we go to step number 2 in the funnel hacking process. The step number 2 is where you actually funnel hack them. That means you're actually gonna go and buy their product. Okay, so what I did is I did what every good entrepreneur has to become good at doing. When I got my wallet out of my pocket, I opened my wallet, I went to their website, pulled my credit card out, and actually bought their product. Okay? Now, unfortunately for me and for them, they didn't actually have a funnel. They just had a static website. So I thought there's gotta be somebody who knows how to sell supplements, who sells a lot more, right? So I started looking for somebody new to funnel hack. Now, eventually I found this funnel right here. Okay, this is selling a product called Marine D3. And I did some research, I called around, and I found out that this company was selling between 300 and 500 bottles per day. They were selling more per day than I was selling per month, right? I was like, I gotta figure this out. So I went to the page and went over to the order form. I saw this order form's kind of weird. They were selling 1, 3, or 4 bottles. I was like, I gotta figure out what are they doing behind the scenes. Okay, they're selling that much more than me. They gotta know something that I don't know. So what did I do? I pulled my credit card out of my wallet and actually bought the supplement, right? And then it took me to the next page. And I remember the next page, I looked at this and there was an upsell with 6 more bottles of the exact same thing that I just purchased. I remember thinking, think I'm a drug addict? I literally just bought 4 bottles like 2 seconds ago. Now you're selling me 6 more. And at first, if I'm honest, at first I was like, these guys do not know what they're doing. This is ridiculous. No one's gonna buy 4 bottles and 6 more. And then I thought, you know what? What if they've tested this? What if they have some arrows in the back that I don't know about? So instead of me trying to reinvent the wheel, I said, I'm just gonna put my skepticism on the wall for a minute. I'm gonna keep going through this. So I went through the rest of the funnel, and that's it. Those 5 pages were the funnel that they were using to sell up to 300 to 500 bottles per day. Okay, now that brings us to step number 3 in the funnel hacking process. Now step number 3 is where we're gonna create our funnel blueprint. Now the way we do that, I come back to the funnel I just found, the funnel I funnel hacked, I look at that and say, okay, this is what I need to create to be successful selling supplements, right? Or selling whatever the product or services that you found. Okay, so look at that and say, okay, I'm gonna sketch out and create a blueprint. Okay, I call this the funnel blueprint. Okay, now this blueprint literally becomes like your business plan. So I'm gonna get out a marker, I'm gonna go to a whiteboard or a pad of paper, I'm gonna sit down and say, okay, this is what the funnel looks like. I need to create something similar. Okay, so the first thing I need to create a page that looks like this. I need to have a video that looks like this. I'm gonna have a headline up here. I'm gonna have a button right here that says add to cart. Okay, after I go to that page, I'm gonna take them to an order form. And on the order form, I'm gonna offer either 1 bottle, 3 bottles, or 4 bottles, because they've proven that that's how you sell supplements. That's what works in the market today. After someone buys it, then I'm gonna have an upsell here where I sell 6 more bottles of the exact same thing. There's 6 bottles here. I have a cart. And after that, I'll take them to the rest of the funnel, page number 2 and page number 4 and number 5. Okay, so I sketch out my blueprint, and now I have what I need to create to be successful. Okay, a lot of people come to me and they're like, hey Russell, I have a business plan, can I show it to you? And they show me like 30-page business plan, showing me what they're planning on doing, their projections, all sorts of stuff. I said, no, that's not what you need to be successful today. What you need to be successful today is the funnel blueprint. This is it. This is your business plan. This is your business model. Now I know that I need to have this on page 1, page 2, like I know exactly what I need to create to be successful. Right? I can now model this. So now that I've got my funnel blueprint, now I go to step number 4, which is I log into ClickFunnels and I can build out this entire funnel, as you'll see here in a minute, in less than 10 minutes. And that's exactly what we did. So we went inside of ClickFunnels and I took this business blueprint that we created and I started building inside of ClickFunnels. So page number 1 here, we had a video with an add to cart button. Then page number 2, we had an order form with 1, 3, or 4 bottles, just like the funnel that we had funnel hacked. Then page number 3 was an upsell for 6 more bottles, the exact same thing. Then we had page number 4 and number 5 with our other product, and that became the funnel. We took that funnel, we launched it online, and what's crazy about this, we went from selling 300 bottles of our supplement per month to almost 300 bottles per day. Are you guys getting this? Like, it changed everything for us. And the coolest thing about this is my total investment to learn all of these funnel hacks from this company was about $100. I just had to go be willing to pull my credit card out of my wallet and to buy their product. After I did that, I was able to see everything. Okay? All right, I want to share with you guys a case study to show you how powerful this concept really is. Okay, you guys seen how it worked for me, but I want to show you how it works for other people as well. So I have a friend named Drew Canoli. He owns a company called FitLife.tv, and they were thinking about launching a new company called Organifi. It was a supplement company. And he came to me and said, I know you're having success with supplements, so like, what should we do? How should we do this? And so I explained the same funnel hacking principles that I just told you to him. And he looked at it and said, okay. So then he went and he actually funnel hacked me, and then they built their funnel and they launched it. I want you to hear in their own words exactly what happened. This is Jamel, who built out this funnel for Organifi. Listen to what happened when they launched their funnel by following the exact same funnel hacking process that you just learned today.
So I'd love for you to kind of talk about what happened when you guys did your funnel and then some of the results that have happened since then.
So we are a digital product company. We have information products, coaching products, and we were doing about $1 million a year. and I managed all the sales funnels and sales optimization, and we were going to come out with the physical product line. And we were like, who's done this before? Who's been really successful? We reached out to Russell. He helped us model exactly NeuroCell. Actually, it's funny because I'm looking at what you modeled, and I had the exact same reaction. The first upsell that we have in place is more of the same thing that they just bought. And we were like, that doesn't make any sense. So we sold them a bottle of our new product called Organifi. Our first one-time offer was 3 more bottles after they already bought that. And the take rate was like 20 or 30%. Then we thought, Russell actually mentioned, we should implement subscription on everything. So we had 3 options. We modeled exactly Russell's first sales page. 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles, modeled his pricing, 47, 129, 149, exactly the same. Sorry for stealing everything, but it works.
I love it. It's still away.
Yeah. And then once we implemented all the pieces, in actually like a week, which is crazy, we matched his results. We're doing, am I allowed to say the numbers? Or? Yeah.
I hope so. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear his numbers?
Yeah.
I want to hear his numbers. Let's hear them.
So the first day that we opened up the gates, we did 12,000 in sales. The second day we did 34,000. The third day we did 36,000. And that was just opening the gates. And every single day after that, we've done around 15 to 20,000 because of the way that the funnels are structured. So it's really exciting, and we owe a lot to Russell. I mean, he came out, he helped us with our funnels. He broke down everything we were doing wrong, everything we were doing right, and showed us exactly what they did, and we just copied it, and it works. So
that's awesome. Give him a round of applause.
So thank you,
Russell.
Russell.
All right, you guys again this, do you see how exciting this can be and how quickly you can launch a company when you understand these principles? And one thing I want to state, because I had someone who watched that video recently and said, Russell, that's cool, but I don't sell supplements like you and Drew. Like, how am I supposed to do this? So I want to state that obviously, yes, this does work for supplement funnels, but it also works for coaching funnels, works for info product funnels, works for e-commerce funnels, works for network marketing funnels, works for affiliate funnels. If you have a real business, like a brick and mortar business, there's funnels for real businesses as well. Okay? It works for all types of funnels and all types of businesses. For example, how many of you guys right now are either a coach or you'd like to be a coach? Might be a health coach, a fitness coach, a business coach. Okay, if you're a coach or you'd like to become a coach, this is my coaching funnel. Okay, I built my entire coaching business with this funnel. This is not just something I just pulled out of thin air. I've been testing this for over a decade. It's flawless, it works perfectly. So if you're a coach or you want to be a coach, you literally should just funnel hack my coaching funnel. Now, how many of you guys are selling information products, books, or courses, or you'd like to? Okay, if that's the case, then what I'd recommend is look at some of my info product funnels. This is the funnel right here I use to sell my books and my courses. Now, what's crazy is the most authors sell less than 300 copies of a book in a lifetime. Yet this funnel sells over 1,000 books a week for me, and it has now for over 5 years. Okay, so if you weren't selling information products or courses or you'd like to, you should literally just funnel hack this funnel. Okay? All right, now how many of you guys are selling physical products or you'd like to? Now, it could be a potato gun DVD, it could be a flashlight, it could be supplements, it doesn't matter. It could be any physical product. Maybe you're already selling product on Amazon or on Shopify or Etsy, and you're like, I want to put this thing inside of a funnel so it can grow faster. If that's the case, then this is the kind of funnel I would use for that. Okay, this is the funnel we used for one of my friends who had a physical product company selling these products inside of Home Depot. They wanted to come online, so we showed them this e-commerce funnel, they plugged it in, and literally overnight this product blew up online. So if you're selling physical products or you'd like to, you should probably funnel hack this funnel right here. Okay? Now, how many of you guys do network marketing? Okay, this is one of my network marketing funnels that I use to generate leads without talking to friends or family members ever. So if you're a network marketer or you'd like to be, you should use this funnel. Okay, now how many of you guys have a real physical business, like a brick and mortar business? You're a dentist or a chiropractor, or you're selling financial services or something like that. Now, obviously, I don't own my own brick and mortar company, but there are tons of people inside of ClickFunnels who do. Okay? Now, there are funnels just like that to generate leads, to bring clients and patients into the front door that you can use, you can model. In fact, this is one right here. One of my friends who's a chiropractor who uses ClickFunnels to generate leads and get them inside of his business. Now, you're a chiropractor, a dentist, a financial planner, a restaurant, or a gym. You can use this funnel, the funnel hack, to figure out how to get more patients, more clients into the door of your physical location. Okay, the next question I get all the time is, well, Russell, where do I find a good funnel? And how do I know how much money they're actually making? Because I want to funnel hack someone who's broke, right? So that's a great question. Now, the reality is that these funnels are actually hidden in plain sight. My guess is you probably see 10 to 20 to 30 of these every day, and you may not even know it. Okay, so let me show you how to start finding funnels that are gonna be similar to the markets that you wanna be in, okay? So the first step, I'm gonna go to Facebook right here. I'm gonna go up to the search bar. I'm gonna type in the keyword for the product or service that I sell. So for this example, I'm gonna type in weight loss. Okay, so type in weight loss, and what shows up here is a whole bunch of different weight loss companies. So I'm gonna pick one of them. I'm gonna pick this one called V-Shred. I click on that, it takes me to their Facebook fan page. And the first thing you wanna do is you wanna like their fan page. And when you do this, a couple things are gonna happen. Number one, their ads are gonna start showing up inside your Facebook feed all the time. So you're gonna see what ads are running into what funnels. Okay, now if they're not making any money, you're not gonna see any ads, but if they are making money, their ads are gonna show up over and over and over and over again. That's how you know if a funnel's actually making money. Okay, now after I've liked their fan page, the next thing to do is just scroll down to this little link right here. It says page transparency, and click on see more. After I do that, there's gonna be a pop-up that shows up, and there's a link right here that says go to the ad library. When I click on that, now you've just been taken to my favorite place in the entire internet, and most people don't even know this exists. Okay, the ads library will show me every single ad that V-Shred or whatever competitor you're looking for, every ad that they're currently running. It's crazy. I go and I start scrolling through, I see ad after ad after ad after ad. But the best part's not the ads. Guess what the best part is? If you click on any of these ads, guess where it takes you? You're right, it takes you directly to their funnel. You can see exactly what their funnel looks like. Okay, now that you've seen their funnel, what do you think the next step is? You're right. We gotta do what every good entrepreneur has to become good at doing. We pull our wallet out, we pull our credit card out, and we actually buy their product. Now, when I bought V-Shred's product, you guys wanna see what it looks like? Okay, page number 1 was a quiz page. I went through the quiz. Page number 2 then took me to the sales page where they actually sold their product. Okay, then went to page number 3, which was the upsell number 1, went to page number 4, upsell number 2, and then page number 5 is their thank you page. Now I know exactly what I need to build to be successful, right? I know this is successful. I see their ads over and over and over and over again, so it's gotta be successful, otherwise they would stop buying ads, right? I go to the link, I see the funnel, I see exactly what they're doing. Now I have the blueprint. Now I know what I need to create to be successful. I then take that, I get my marker out on my whiteboard, my pad of paper, I sketch out the funnel, and now I'm ready to actually build my funnel. All right, now that brings us to secret number 2. So secret number 2 is how to then clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. Now, you have your funnel blueprint that you sketched out that's ready for you. Now, in the past, what we used to have to do, we take this funnel blueprint and we meet with our designers and our programmers and our webmasters and our analytics people, and a whole bunch more. They'd all go take this and they'd start working, and we'd look for 2 or 3 months, and eventually we have a funnel that was done. But because you guys are here today, you're gonna learn about a new way and a better way, and that's through a tool that we created called ClickFunnels. Now, how many of you guys want us to be building an entire funnel live right now for you in less than 10 minutes? Okay, that's what we're gonna do, and I'm so excited to show you. But before we do, obviously I am really excited about ClickFunnels. I could tell you all day long that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I want you to hear from somebody else, someone who found out about ClickFunnels, who was using other tools to try to run their business. When they found out about it, they transitioned everything over and it's completely transformed their business. And so with that said, I'm gonna cue up a really quick video from Garrett J. White talking about his experience with ClickFunnels.
Hello, my name is Garrett J. White, the Master Coach Mentor and founder of Wake Up Warrior Academy. And I will tell you this right now. We have tested with platforms. We have tested everything. I have attempted for the past 6 years to use every available software tool I could find that made it simpler for me to share my message. And it started with WordPress, and then it went plugins, and then Optimized Press, and then we went to Kajabi, and then we went to Lead Pages. And these are all wonderful. Know the owners of these guys are fantastic. The software tools were amazing. When ClickFunnels came out, I was like, dude, I cannot handle another software tool. We're just gonna manage our stuff between Lead Pages and Kajabi. And then my friend said, just test it, just try it out. And I went to ClickFunnels, and no bullshit. Like, every software increment over the last 5 years has been not a quantum shift in what you can do with the tool to get your message out to the marketplace. They've been incremental. So like, there's been a move from Kajabi to Lead Pages, or from Optimized Press to Kajabi, and they were these segmented steps that had slight improvements that made it easier. ClickFunnels, though, came out of nowhere. They took the marketplace by storm, just like Apple did when they first launched the iPhone. It was not a linear move anymore. It was a quantum move in improvement that'll open up a gap to allow people just like you watching this, people just like you and me, who are not technically savvy. We weren't born in the matrix, and we didn't have a chip implanted in our heads. We're not engineers or computer science majors, and we don't understand that stuff inherently. ClickFunnels gave you, my friend, an opportunity to cut and decrease the time of stress and anxiety and suffering behind a keyboard. Trust me, the days you want to just pound vodka and throw your Mac out the window because you can't figure shit out, ClickFunnels has brought it to a place that it is a quantum leap, an opportunity which allows you, just like the iPhone, to not only look smarter, but to feel smarter and ultimately to only deal with the stuff that matters, which is getting your message about your product and your program and service out to the marketplace.
How many of you guys think that ClickFunnels does the most amazing customer support on planet Earth?
If you're spending all the time in suicide watch and having to check yourself into a hospital and honestly trying to deal with everything else that's come out before it. So I not only fully endorse ClickFunnels, it's the only software tool that we use. When it comes to our funnels online across all 4 of my businesses, we're not going anywhere else. Love Russell, love this event. This event married up to that software tool. You are a dumbass if you don't come, and that's okay. There's plenty of dumbasses on the planet. Just don't let it be you.
All right, you guys getting this? Are you getting excited to see ClickFunnels? Okay, so you guys want to see me build an entire funnel in less than 10 minutes? If so, get prepared. I'm gonna show you guys inside of ClickFunnels.
I called Russell about, I guess 2 months ago now.
Hey, this is Russell.
Russell, Grant Cardone, buddy.
I love your telethon, man.
Thank you, we're going old school.
And said, hey, let's fly somewhere, and in midair, we're gonna create a funnel for me, and then we're gonna show the results of that funnel.
So I told Grant that I thought I could build a sales funnel for him. And the best thing about this funnel is that it would work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It would never complain, it would never ask for a raise, and it would never even take a break. Now, on top of that, I told him I thought I could build the entire funnel for him in about 2 hours. Now, luckily for me and for you, Grant decided to take us up on the ClickFunnels challenge, so we jumped in a plane, flew all the way down to Miami to build a funnel with Grant.
So Russell, great to have you on board, dude. All right, okay, always good to spend time with you. What I wanna know though, can anybody do a funnel?
Oh yeah, that's what I seems like. Prior to ClickFunnels, nobody could. It was super hard. We made it so anybody can. From anywhere, anyhow, anytime, just do it.
What does a person need to create a funnel?
So the things you need to create a funnel, number 1, you gotta have a good product. Number 2, you gotta have somebody who can actually pitch the product.
Yeah.
Because the sales funnel is not gonna just sell the product by itself. It still takes somebody.
Yeah.
And then we need a funnel, that's it.
So what I wanna know is, could you do it from 40,000 feet? Could we do it on the way to Chicago? We got a 2-hour flight.
So this is like time crunch. You gotta build a funnel before we land.
No pressure at all, man. You're running out of time though. Tick tock, ClickFunnels. Let's roll.
Okay, so who here is excited to see how simple it is to build a funnel inside of ClickFunnels? Now, the first step is you have to figure out what type of funnel should I build. There's different types of funnels for different types of businesses. Okay, so for example, how many of you guys who are watching this right now, you are in the type of business and you want to generate leads for your company? Okay, if you're trying to generate leads, here's a couple of the types of funnels that you can look at. These are a whole bunch of funnels we call squeeze page funnels, and we pre-built all these funnel templates for you. I use about half of these in my business every single day. We generate between 3,000 and 4,000 leads a day, and these are the exact same funnels that I use that we literally give to you to be able to use inside of your company. Okay, now these are our high-ticket application funnels that I always use for coaches, consultants, and service-based businesses. If you're selling low-ticket products, these are my favorite funnels. But if you're selling more expensive physical products, then I like using these funnels right here. And then the last type of funnel I want to talk about is a webinar funnel. How many of you guys run webinars inside of your company, or you could and probably should be running webinars? Okay, if that's the case, then check out any of our webinar funnels. Okay, these have all been pre-built for you. You can do webinars, you can do automated webinars. In fact, this is how I built ClickFunnels, is by doing webinars. In fact, check it out. This right here is the template that I use, and I literally gave it to you guys for free here inside of ClickFunnels. So for grants, we knew we were selling a book, so all we did is go inside of ClickFunnels and found one that's already proven to sell a book. So for grants, we actually use this template right there. All right, now that we've chosen the funnel we want to use, this is what it looks like inside of ClickFunnels. Now on the left-hand side here, you'll see these are all of the pages inside the funnel we chose for Grant. So the first page is the book sales page, an upsell page, a downsell page, and a thank you page. Those are the 4 pages inside of this simple funnel. So what's going to happen inside these pages? Well, for me, I like to sit down in front of a whiteboard to map it out so I know exactly what I'm doing before I go into ClickFunnels and actually start building it. So come with me here to my whiteboard really quickly. Okay, so for the first page inside of Grant's funnel, we're gonna be selling this book, The 10X Rule. So I'm gonna map out exactly what that page is gonna look like. So as I'm going inside of ClickFunnels and editing, I know exactly what to look for. So the first page is gonna look kind of like this. Now on page number 2 of his funnel, we're gonna sell tickets to his 10X GrowthCon event. Now for some reason someone says no to the upsell, I like to offer them a downsell. So instead of selling them tickets to the event, maybe we sell them recordings to the event. And then the last page is what we call a thank you page, where we can thank them for their order. And then if we have other products, services to sell, we can also offer them on that page as well. Okay, now we've mapped out all of the pages of the funnel. We know exactly what's being sold in each page. Now we need to get a video of Grant actually selling his book for this page and selling the tickets to 10X GrowthCon on this page. In fact, that's the very first thing we did the second we stepped on the plane with Grant, is getting to film the videos for each of the pages here inside of the funnel.
My name's Grant Cardone. I'm the author of the 10X Rule. I want to give you this book for free. Hey, thank you so much for ordering the book. It's on its way as I speak. I'm gonna give you a recording, almost 10 hours of content to last year's event before you go. One last thing, all right? Most people, the number one question people ask me when they're working with me is, how do I get to that first 7 figures?
And by the way, this is how we build every single funnel. We map out the funnel, we figure out what products we're selling, and then we go record videos of us selling on each page of the funnel. It's how we did it with Grant. It's how we do it for all of my products. The same thing we did when we filmed for Tony Robbins. We mapped it out, we flew to him, and we recorded Tony doing the pitch for his product. There's gonna be no better salesperson to sell Tony's products than Tony. There's no better salesperson to sell Grant's products than Grant. There's probably no better salesperson to sell your products than you. So how do you do that? It's very simple. All you do is grab your phone. Most people inside of ClickFunnels use their phone to create their videos. They click record and they record themselves pitching their product, pitching their service, and then take that video and they plug it in right here. Now the best thing about this is after your video is in here inside your funnel, you can relax knowing that that's probably the last time you ever have to make that presentation ever again, because from that point forward, the funnel will be doing the selling for you. Okay, so you picked a funnel you love, you've recorded the sales video, now we just gotta plug them all together, and then your funnel will be ready to go live. So first thing I do, I go back to ClickFunnels, I find the page I wanna edit, and I click right here on the edit page. That will actually take me inside the ClickFunnels page editor. Now the page editor is created for people like me who aren't technical, who don't know how to do a bunch of stuff, but wanna be able to edit their pages. As an entrepreneur, I always felt handcuffed because I couldn't do anything. I had to call a tech person every time I needed to change something. But now you're gonna see how simple it is for people like me and you to edit their pages and get them live fast. So first thing, I look at this template, it's looking really, really good, but I know I wanna add a headline, right? So I come up to the top, like I'm gonna put a headline right here. I click on the little plus button, I click on add new element, and it brings up a whole bunch of sales tools right here. So there's a whole bunch of things you can use. For the headline one, I'm gonna click on the headline, I'm just gonna drag it up to here, and I will drop it, and boom, there's a headline. Then you click on that, and you start typing, you can just change the headline that fast. Is that amazing? So that's literally the exact same thing we had Grant do on inside of his plane at 40,000 feet in the air, was just go and edit his headlines. And it's the same thing we did Tony Robbins when we were in the hotel room, having him edit his funnel. It's the exact same thing you're gonna do as well, okay? It's literally that simple and that easy. Next step is I wanna take the video that I recorded and I wanna plug it in here. Okay, so we took Grant's video earlier, we uploaded it to a website called Wistia, but you can also upload to YouTube or any video hosting site. I then take the video, I copy the link right here, I go back inside of ClickFunnels, I click on the little gear here inside of the video player, and it says, where's the link to the video? I plug it in right there, I click paste, and boom, that video is now there. You won't see it yet, but when we preview the video, you will see it live there. And the last thing I want on this page is I need an order form. I need to be able to actually sell my product, right? So I come over here, and I'm gonna put an order form right here. So I click on the little plus button, and it's gonna pop up all the pre-coded sales tools. Now there are literally hundreds of different sales tools inside of here that you can use inside of ClickFunnels. Like for example, if you wanna do Apple Pay or Android Pay, if you wanna have an order form, things like that. But one of my favorite ones, this is one of the secrets that I wanna share with you guys today, is this thing called the two-step order form. I'm gonna grab this right here, I'm gonna drag it and drop it right there, boom, and that fast, this entire sales tool is preloaded and plugged into your funnel template, okay? Now this two-step order form is one of our highest converting sales tools. We tested on over 10 million website visitors, and all I had to do is just drag it and drop it, and it's there live instantly. Now, if for some reason you don't like something on this template, that's totally okay. All you can do is you click on whatever that thing is. Let's say you want to move this, you grab it, and you drag it and drop it, and boom, you move it, and that fast it moved. Okay, I didn't have to call a programmer or my webmaster, some technical person. I just moved it, and I'm like, actually, I don't like that. I can grab it, I can move it back, and that fast, the whole thing's done. I don't know about you, but as an entrepreneur, it's the first time in my life I've ever felt like I was free. Like I broke the handcuffs of all the tech people. I can edit things and move things on my own. I can launch funnels. I have to have 30 different phone calls. I can just go and do it. And that's the power behind ClickFunnels. Then the last step is you come right here, you click on the save button. That actually saves the funnel. And then if you want to see what it's going to look like to live visitors, you click on preview button, and boom, that fast, we built this beautiful funnel that's going to be selling Grant's 10X book 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Oh yeah, and for those who are wondering, ClickFunnels also works on mobile. That means your customers can shop and poop at the same time. And that's how we build a funnel.
Okay, so after watching that, how many of you are sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I could actually do this. It's really not that hard. Okay, that was my goal, to show you guys ClickFunnels is so simple. It was built for someone like me who's not technical, who doesn't have technical skills, but can actually build a funnel very simply and very easily. Now, I'm sure you're asking a bunch of questions right now, like, does it do this, does it do this? And for you, really quick, I wanted to say, yes. ClickFunnels, it creates your landing pages. ClickFunnels, yes, it is your shopping cart. Yes, ClickFunnels does one-click upsells. Yes, ClickFunnels also does membership sites and a whole lot more. Now, how many of you guys who are watching this right now thinks that ClickFunnels is amazing and you're so excited to actually try it yourself? Now let's move on to secret number 3. This is where we're gonna start talking about how in the world do we get traffic and customers to actually come into our funnels. So secret number 3, I'm gonna talk about how to get the exact same customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels and get them to start coming to your funnels instead, okay? Now obviously there are lots of different ways you can get traffic. I'm not gonna cover all of them, but I'm gonna walk through a couple really simple ones that are powerful. For example, did you know that you can actually show your ads to the fans of different people that you follow online? So for example, this is Tony Robbins' fan page. He has over 4 million fans. Now obviously for me, when I sell my books and my courses, people that are very interested in Tony Robbins are also interested in my kind of stuff. So I'm able to take my ads and tell Facebook, say, hey, show this ad to all 4 million of Tony Robbins fans. Is that powerful? I can do the same thing with Gary Vee. Gary Vee's got 3.5 million fans who are entrepreneurs. I can take my ads, I can show them to Gary Vee's entire following, over 3.5 million fans. Okay, now some of you may be thinking, that's cool, Russell, but my customers aren't following Tony Robbins or Gary Vee. Like, how do I do this for myself? The same thing is true in a local business, for example. So let's say you have a business in Santa Monica, you can go and find a company that has the following. For example, Bulletproof Cafe, they have 4,500 fans on their fan page, and you can buy ads to those fans to drive people to your store that's also in Santa Monica. Okay, you guys getting this? Does this make sense to you? And what's cool is you can do the same thing on YouTube, you can do it on Instagram and other platforms as well. But today I want to show you guys a secret that's a little bit different. This is something that I've been doing now for over 10 years that most people never even talk about. And so I'm going to show you guys this strategy because it's one of the simplest ways to get traffic that doesn't take a bunch of technical, complicated knowledge. It's just very simple and very easy, okay? So let me walk you through this process. Okay, so the first step here in this process, there's actually a secret website that I use almost every single day that I can take the funnel URL, the funnel line funnel hacking, I put it in, and it'll actually show me where they're getting all of their traffic. Is that crazy? And so this example, I want to show you, if I take vshred.com that I showed you guys earlier, and I go here to the secret website, it's adbeat.com. Write that down, adbeat.com. When I go to adbeat.com, I type in vshred.com and I click submit, and it's gonna pull up an entire advertiser profile. I'm gonna see everything that they're doing behind the scenes to drive traffic into their company, which is pretty cool, right? And when I look at the screen right here, I can see all of their ads that they're currently running. Okay, and obviously there's a whole bunch of ads here, but what's cool is you can see all the ads they're running and how long they've actually been running for, right? So if I see an ad right here, it's like, oh, there's an ad, it's running, but it's no longer active. It ran for 2 weeks, it's no longer active. But I can look over here, I can say, wait, there's an ad that's been running for 728 days and it's still live right now. Now, if an ad's been running for 728 days and it's still live right now, what do we know? We know it's obviously working, right? I'm gonna scroll down a little further, and there's a section right here that says top referring websites, okay? These are the top websites that are sending traffic over to vshred.com. So I just picked one random, I picked livestrong.com, I clicked on the link, and boom, it took me here to this blog. I start scrolling through the blog, I'm like, how in the world is this blog sending so much traffic back over to vshred? And then I saw this, okay? This is the exact same ad that we just saw earlier, right? And when I click on that ad, guess where it takes me? Of course, it takes me to the vshred funnel, okay? And right now I know two very, very powerful things. The first thing I know exactly where they're advertising to get traffic into their funnel, right? And the second thing I know exactly what they're saying to get people to actually click on their ads. So if we know where someone's advertising, what they're saying to get people to click, what do you think we should do? You're right, we should funnel hack it, right? AKA we should model it. Okay, now I'm not talking about copy, I'm not gonna copy anything, but I'm gonna model what they're doing. So second step here in this process, I'm gonna model the actual ads that they created. Okay, so look at all the ads they've created, I find one that I like, and I'm gonna model the message, the look, and the feel, and the layout of this ad. And the place that I go to get my banner ads created is called $20banners.com. So I go to $20banners.com, I spend 20 bucks, I show them the ad that I'm modeling, I have them create something similar, I then take that ad they created for me, and I go back and buy ads on the exact same websites. You guys getting this? Like, it really is that simple and that powerful. Now instantly, a percentage of all the traffic is going to livestrong.com that was going to vshred, now a percentage of that traffic is going to me. And that fast, I'm getting part of the exact same traffic that was currently going to my competitors' funnels to start coming to mine instead. The next question is, how do you get one of these sites like livestrong.com, for example, how do you get them to put your ad on their site, right? Well, if you scroll to the very bottom of the website, there's a link right here that says advertise, okay? If I click on the advertise link, it's gonna take me to a page that shows me all the different opportunities I can advertise on the site. Now, this site alone has 32 million monthly visitors. They have 3 million people on their email list, and they have over 2 million social media followers. Okay, so literally all I do is I email them and I ask them how much is it gonna cost to send an email out to your list or to post a banner ad on your page. And within minutes, my ad can literally be on their page. Okay, I wanted to share this example because it literally is one of the most simple ways to get traffic that nobody talks about. Okay, when I first got started, I was trying to do pay-per-click ads on Google, and it was hard, it was complicated. I had to figure out how to do keywords and tagging and all sorts of stuff. And then, I got slapped there, and then I shifted over to SEO, and I was figuring out how do I do backlinking, H1 tags, H2 tags, and all this like complicated stuff that was hard. I got frustrated there, and then I started, when Facebook became a thing, I started doing Facebook ads. And Facebook was a little bit easier, but still, it was too technical for me. Okay, I hired somebody to do it for me. Okay, with this technique, this strategy right here, this is something that even I can do. Okay, literally, I go find the sites that my competitors are buying ads on. I email the site owners, I just tell them, hey, can I buy ads on your site? They say yes. I email them a link to the ad, I send them some money, and instantly I start getting traffic to my funnel. Okay, you guys getting this? Do you see how powerful this can be? Okay, literally overnight, you can start getting a percentage of all the traffic that's currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to yours instead. Now let me ask you a question. Let's say that you've been following this funnel hacking process I've been sharing with you guys today, right? And you found a funnel that's already successful, a proven blueprint, and you funnel hacked it. You then took this proven blueprint and you plugged it inside of ClickFunnels, you built out your own version of the funnel, okay? And then you found out the exact websites your competitors and the people you funnel hacked are actually running their ads on, and then you run ads to your funnels on the exact same pages. Do you think that you could be successful with this? I'm here to tell you that you can. We have literally thousands of people who have followed this process to build funnels that have grown their businesses, okay? We've done this with recording artists, with coaches, with course creators, with dentists, chiropractors, financial planners, real estate agents, network marketers, and the list goes on and on and on and on, okay? And if it's worked for them, I promise you that it can work for you as well. All right, now in the last 45 minutes or so, we've covered the 3 secrets of funnel hacking. I want to recap what these are really quick so you can remember them all, right? Secret number 1, the first thing I did, I showed you how to ethically steal over $1 million worth of funnel hacks from your competitors for under $100. And secret number 2, I then showed you how to clone their proven funnel inside of ClickFunnels in less than 10 minutes. And then secret number 3, I showed you how to get the exact customers who are currently going to your competitors' funnels to start coming to your funnels instead. Now, let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys feel a little bit like this? I know that I crammed in a whole bunch of information in a very short period of time. Every time I speak, I get someone who comes up to me and says, Russell, that was amazing, but man, I feel like I had a fire hose in my mouth the entire time. But I want to make sure you had the chance to understand the entire overarching strategy of what funnel hacking is and how it can work for you inside of your business, okay? Well, obviously, your job now is to go and actually do it. Now, for those of you guys who are like, this is amazing, but I don't know exactly what to do next. For those of you guys who are in that step where you're excited, you know this is for you, but you're not sure what the next steps are, what you should do first, I actually put together a special program to help hold your hand and walk you through this funnel hacking process to help get it implemented inside of your business as quick as humanly possible. So you okay if I spend maybe 5 or 10 minutes and go through exactly what that offer looks like and how you guys can get started today? All right, cool. So with that said, this new program we created is called our Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass. Now, when you invest in the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass today, here's what you're gonna get. The first thing you're gonna get is you're gonna get 6 months of ClickFunnels Platinum for free. Okay, now how many of you guys want ClickFunnels for free for the next 6 months? Yes, this is the exact same Platinum account that sells right now at ClickFunnels.com for $297 a month, and you're gonna get it for free for the next 6 months. Okay? Now our platinum members inside of ClickFunnels, they're able to create up to 70 funnels inside their account. They can have 20,000 contacts, they can have up to 100,000 monthly visitors, and a whole bunch more. Now when you get your ClickFunnels Platinum account for free for the next 6 months, you're gonna be able to do a bunch of cool things, okay? You're gonna be able to create all of the funnels I showed you guys earlier today. You're gonna create lead funnels, survey funnels, summit funnels, book funnels, cart funnels, challenge funnels, VSL funnels, webinar funnels, product launch funnels, application funnels, and more. Now on top of that, not only are you gonna be able to create all those amazing funnels, you're also gonna be able to get rid of a lot of stuff as well, okay? You can literally get rid of your landing page software, you can get rid of your split testing software, you can get rid of your shopping cart, you can get rid of your email autoresponders, your text message autoresponders, you can get rid of your automated webinar software, you can get rid of your affiliate software, your membership site software, you can get rid of Photoshop, you can delete WordPress, you can cancel all your website hosting, you can fire your programmers, your designers, your webmasters, and a whole bunch more. Okay? And I say that with a smile because literally ClickFunnels should never cost you anything. Okay? Many ClickFunnels members save over $1,000 or more the second they start using ClickFunnels because of all the things that they can get rid of.
And it's it.
It's the easiest thing I've ever done, actually. I'm getting rid of everybody in my office.
One of my close friends, Dean Graciosi, he literally got rid of 20 full-time programmers and developers and replaced them with one person building funnels inside of ClickFunnels. That's the power of ClickFunnels. It should never cost you a penny. It should only make you money. Okay? Now some of you guys are watching and thinking, this is awesome, Russell, but what if I already have a ClickFunnels account? What should I do? Okay, my answer is don't worry. What we're gonna do, if you already have a ClickFunnels account, we'll actually upgrade your account to the full Platinum account. That's when it sells for $297 a month. We're gonna push out your billing for entire 6 months, and for 6 months, you're gonna have access to that Platinum level for free. So the next question is like, well, Russell, what happens after the 6 months? You're gonna bill me $1 million? And the answer, of course, is no. Now, obviously, you're gonna be at the platinum level account, which means it's $297 a month. So if you don't do anything, you'll stay at that level. But if for some reason, like, it doesn't make sense for me, or I can't afford it right now, you can downgrade your account at any time inside the members area without talking to anybody ever. Okay, so let me explain exactly what you're gonna get so far. So the first thing you're gonna get when you get started today is you're gonna get 6 months of the platinum level ClickFunnels account for free. That's a total value of $1,782. Now, next thing you're gonna get is access to the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass. Now, inside of this masterclass, you're gonna learn how to build out all of the core funnel types. You're gonna learn how to build out lead funnels, survey funnels, summit funnels, book funnels, cart funnels, challenge funnels, VSL funnels, webinar funnels, product launch funnels, application funnels, and a whole bunch more. The coolest thing about this is that these trainings have already been recorded. It means you don't have to wait week after week after week hoping that the one you're looking for is gonna be ready. If you know today, like, I'm gonna be launching a book, I need a book funnel, just log into the members area, watch the training on the book funnel, get one of the share funnels, literally dozens of book funnels we pre-created for you. Click on a button, it'll build inside your ClickFunnels account, and you're ready to rock and roll. Or if you're like, I wanna do a webinar, click on the webinar training, get the share funnels for the webinar links, and that quick your webinar can be up and launched and live. Okay? Now, I want to tell you some stories of people who were just like you, had a chance to go through this training. Okay? The first is Liz Benny. Now, Liz, she watched this web class when it first came out, and she created her own course. Then she created a webinar funnel to launch her course, and over the past few years, Liz has gone on to not just win one, but multiple 2 Comma Club awards selling her course through webinar funnels.
Russell, you've created something absolutely phenomenal. You and your team are, in my books, right up there, and everyone that's listening to this right now, try it out. It's absolutely phenomenal, especially if you've been looking around for something that just makes everything easy. So yeah.
The next is Jamie Cross. Now, I told you guys Jamie's story earlier. Okay, she was literally selling soap at farmers markets and going door to door. And then she came to the same web class you're on right now. She learned about funnels. She decided, I need a cart funnel. That's how I'm gonna sell my soaps. And in less than a year, her and her husband had a chance to come up on stage and qualify for their 2 Comma Club award as well.
We went from doing low $80,000 a year with farmers markets to doing $130,000 in our first 6 weeks, and over $2 million in our first year because of Russell and his framework.
Next story I want to tell you is from Trey Llewellyn. Now, Trey was on this exact same web class that you're on today, and he was trying to sell all sorts of stuff on Amazon and on Shopify without very much luck. And he watched this and said, you know what? I'm going to try to launch a new funnel every single week until one of these things works. The ClickFunnels is so simple, I can do it every single week. So the first funnel he created, he launched a product and it didn't work. Second funnel he launched and it did okay. Third funnel he launched it did okay, and he kept doing that over and over and over again. And eventually, on his 11th funnel, okay? The 11th funnel took him 11 weeks, but on his 11th funnel, he launched this funnel right here selling a flashlight, and that funnel took off. And Trey got the record for the fastest person to hit 2 Comma Club, and then 2 Comma Club X, which means over $10 million inside of a funnel, all because he went through this process and used it for his products and the services that he sold.
I currently sell between 20,000 and 40,000 units of product per week through our business. And the big thing, the statement I always say, it's all about being committed to being dedicated and to your business. And if
next story I want to share with you is from Brandon and Kaylin Poland. When they first watched this masterclass, they didn't have a business yet. They knew that they wanted to create something. They knew they wanted to help women to lose weight, but they didn't have an idea what they were going to do. After watching this web class and going through the same training I'm giving you guys today, they watched the training and they decided to create a brand called Lady Boss. And you may have seen these guys. They're huge online now, okay? And through this training, they came up with an idea to help women to lose weight, and they used a funnel to launch that first company. Okay, their first funnel they created launched their app. Their second funnel they created launched their courses. Then they created a funnel to launch their membership site. Then a funnel to launch their swag. Then a funnel to launch their supplements. Then a funnel to launch their live events. And a funnel to launch their coaching program, okay? They literally have funnels for every single thing they're selling, but they did it all through the same training program you guys are getting today.
Hey Russell, dude, for real, we're hungry, we're young, she's a pro athlete, fitness products, it's a huge growing industry, and we don't have, the $15,000 or whatever to invest, but we did spend the $1,000 and you just over delivered for us, so we're grateful for that. We are 100% willing and to do whatever, and like I said, in 3 months we made $30,000 with your thing, and we want to make $1 million a month, whatever it takes.
Fast forward now, 3 years later, and having a business that's made massive impact to over 100,000 customers and generated over $10 million. I could have never saw it coming, right?
Now this is not a unique experience, because it's happening over and over and over with all the funnel hackers just like you. Now I want to show you one last video from someone else who had a chance to go through this funnel hacking process with me. His name is Drew Canoli, and we did this when he launched his company Organifi, which I told you guys about earlier. But I want you to hear in his own words, not only how it transformed him and his business, but also transformed the lives of the people that he was able to serve because of the products and the services that he created. you want to give you kind of your experience about the funnel stuff that I went through with you guys?
I bought the book, 108 Split Tests, and I was looking through this book, and I'm like, this book is just loaded with goodness. I'm like, in the back of my mind, being a visionary, you know, you have all these ideas as entrepreneurs, right? Everybody in the room has 1,000 ideas. In my mind at the time, I was like, what if Russell could come here and help the Fit Life TV team build our supplement funnel and the different things that we're creating? Because at the time, we were doing well, like Jamel said, over $1 million every year, but we wanted to 10x it and take it to the next level. So Brunson came out. He spent the entire day with us. He just blew our minds of the content that he was delivering, and we were in our conference room. We didn't even have a whiteboard in the conference room. Poor guy was drawing on the windows in this place. And he mapped out the entire strategy, the entire funnel for the product launch that we just put into play. And literally within 2 weeks, I mean, we 10x'd our business or more. And we have pre-orders coming in now that's essentially going to pay for all of our product for like the next year and a half. It's ridiculous. So I believe in it. I think it's absolutely amazing what he teaches. What he's telling you guys to do, it can radically transform your business if you just listen and follow with it instead of trying to be creative and, you know, putting your touch into it. You know, follow the pros that have been doing it for over a decade. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're not only making more money, but our mission and purpose here is to transform 10 million people this year. And we're well on our way to do that with physical products outside of just digital. So you're touching those lives through us, my man, and I want to appreciate you for that. So thanks.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Oh, I love that story from Drew. I hope as you were watching the story, you started thinking about yourself and like what's going to happen to you and your business as your product gets out there and starts changing the lives of the people that you were called to serve. Okay, that's what this is all about. Now, some of you guys I know are watching this and thinking, man, this is cool, but I don't have a product yet. What am I supposed to do, right? I don't have soap like Jamie. I don't have supplements like Drew. I know I want to do something, but I don't know where to start. Okay, if that's you and you're in that situation, I don't want that to be an excuse anymore. My guess is this is not the first training you were on. You're like, I wish I could do that, but I don't have anything yet. Okay, so if you're in that startup phase of a business, you're trying to figure out the next steps, I want to give you something to help you. Okay, and so what I decided to do is I created an entire course that's going to teach you how to create your own information products. Okay, how to create courses, how to create products and things like that you can sell really, really quickly online. Okay? If you think about it, when Kaylin launched Lady Boss, the first product wasn't the supplements, it wasn't the t-shirts, it was a course. It was a membership site teaching people how to lose weight.
And so just thinking about who I was 65 pounds ago, I said, what did I need at the beginning?
For me, the very first product I ever created was an online digital course. And so this training is going to teach you how to build your own course, how to take the things inside your head, the knowledge, the information that you have, and turn it into something you can actually sell online. So this is a course that right now we don't sell anywhere else online, but I'm going to give it to you for free because you're on here today. That way, you'll never have to say, like, I don't have a product again, because now you got something that's going to teach you exactly how to create your very first product. After that product is done, you can take that and you can plug it into your funnel, okay? Literally, just so you know, this is the exact same training that Liz Benny went through before she created her first course. She used funnel hacking secrets to create the webinar funnel that got her two Common Club awards. Okay, so here's the recap of what you're gonna get so far. So the first thing you're gonna get is a 6-month platinum account to ClickFunnels. The second thing you're gonna get is the funnel hacking secrets masterclass. It's a total value of $3,779. Okay, so what else do you guys need to be successful? I wanna make sure that you have everything you possibly need. I want no excuses, no one saying, well, I can't have success because of blah. I wanna make sure you have everything you need to be successful, okay? You have the funnel software, you've got the funnel training. Like, what else do you guys need to be successful?
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
Oh, how about more traffic, okay? Now literally, I already showed you guys one of my traffic hacks earlier, which is kind of cool, right? But I've written an entire book called Traffic Secrets, teaching people how to get traffic into their websites and their funnels, okay? And so I wanna share with you guys not just the one way to get traffic, I wanna give you guys all the ways that we get traffic into our funnels, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys access to a training course I did that was just for my highest end members. It was a 2-day event we did called Traffic Secrets. And inside this training, I gave all of my traffic secrets, my solo ad secrets, my media buying secrets, my Facebook traffic secrets, my SEO, my social media secrets, my affiliate secrets, and a whole bunch more. Now I want you to understand that all this training is not technical. Don't stress out. I'm not a technical person, as you can probably tell. Most of this training was done by me doodling out images and explaining core concepts that you can then model inside your business as well, okay? So now you have everything you need to get traffic into your funnel as well, okay? So let me walk through everything you're gonna get again, okay? So the first thing you're gonna get is the 6-month platinum account to ClickFunnels. Second is the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass. Now third is the Traffic Secrets Training Course with a total value now of $5,776. Okay, so now you've got the funnel software, funnel training, traffic coming to your funnels. Okay, so what else do you guys need to be successful? Again, I wanna make sure that there's no way you can't have success with this program, okay? If I could guarantee your success, I would do it. I can't, obviously, but if I could like fly out to your house and grab you and sit you down and be like, let's build a funnel together, I would do that. So anything I can do to get you closer and closer to that kind of experience, the better. You know, what I found is interesting is the reason why most people don't take action is the fact they have fear that, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure it out on my own. What if I get stuck? What if? And they have all these what ifs that makes them scared, right? So because of that, they don't take action. They don't get signed up. They don't just go and start building their first funnel. I totally get it. I'm the same way, right? I like getting coaching from a live person. When I was a wrestler, I had a live coach who would help me with the things. When I was a student, I had teachers that helped me. Like, I love having a live coach. The problem with having a live coach is it's expensive, right? Okay, most people in the business building market, to get a coach on the low end, you're looking at $10,000. On the high end, it's $25,000 or more. In fact, I've got a coaching program called 2 Comma Club X that people pay us around $25,000 a year to be part of it. Okay, now one thing we did inside that coaching program that was super cool is we started doing what we call virtual hackathons. This is where we pick a funnel, then everybody in the coaching program would jump on, and we wouldn't get off the line until each of their funnels was done. And it was amazing. The only problem is that it was only open to our $25,000 members, but it makes sense, right? Because I had to hire a team of coaches who were like literally coaching these people and helping hold their hands, like buy their domain name, get it set up, point the things to our servers, get the funnel set up, there's so many little pieces and little steps to get done, okay? But because of that, the most amazing thing is when our coaching program was done for the year, it was the #1 thing that people told us was the key to them actually having success with their funnel were the virtual hackathons.
I can't say enough about the virtual hackathon.
Honestly, in like 5 minutes, Adam walked me through things that took me 3 hours on my own, just like click, 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 okay, move, move, move.
And it has been honestly so satisfying seeing the number of built funnels go up on my ClickFunnels account. Let me show you real quick. Ta-da!
It ended their procrastination. It was no more of them like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. It was like, we're all doing it today. And everyone would jump on, they just got it done, right? So procrastination got destroyed, okay? They really get their questions answered live. They never got stuck of like, oh, I don't know what to do, or I'm stuck, like their questions got answered live right there on the call, okay? Their funnels actually got done, and this was the key, okay? Having a funnel that you're working on does not make you money. Having a funnel that's done that you can launch is where you start actually making money. And these virtual hackathons force you to actually get the funnel done, okay? So I decided to do a test. Now this is just for those of you guys who are watching today. So this is not gonna be available outside the public or outside this presentation right here. In fact, I've never offered this before anywhere else, not at live events, not anywhere, except for people who are paying us $25,000. My question for you is this: how would you like if I gave you guys backdoor access to these virtual hackathons, okay? And right now, because these are so successful for our members, we do these twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. And every single time we pick a different funnel type. So the morning one might be a book funnel, the afternoon might be a webinar funnel, then a high ticket funnel, then a cart funnel, then a lead funnel, and we rotate through different funnels, okay? Twice a day this happens. And they pick one funnel and then they build it out with you. So that means that you jump on this thing in a small group and they say, okay, everyone, let's go buy our domain name. Everyone goes and buys their domain name. Okay, #2, guys, let's all do this. Point it here. That's how you point the DNS. And everyone does that. #3, we're gonna go in and here's how you pick your template. And by the time it's done, your funnel is actually done. It's not something that should be taking you a week or a month or a year. It's something that you pick the day, you log on, and when you're done, your funnel is done. Okay, again, now we charge people $25,000 for this service right now, but you're gonna get unlimited access to it for as long as you're a platinum member. Does that sound cool? You guys okay if you over deliver? All right, so let me recap what that means you're gonna get so far. First thing, you're gonna get the 6-month platinum account to ClickFunnels. Second, you're gonna get the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass. Third, you're gonna get the Traffic Secrets Training Course. Fourth, you're gonna get the virtual daily live hackathons, plus a whole bunch more, a total value of $11,552. Now, obviously, as you know, we're not gonna charge you guys $11,552, but I want you to understand that if we did charge $11,552, and if all that this training program and software did was finally give you a funnel that was profitable, where you could put $1 in advertising in and get $2 back out, would it be worth the $11,552? Well, let me think. Would you pay $11,552 to buy an ATM? You put $1 in and $2 came back out? Yes, that's literally what we're talking about, right? Getting a funnel, you put $1 in advertising in and you get $2 back out, okay? Now, if all this did was help you to share your message about your product and your service and with more people, would it be worth the $11,552? Yes, I spend more than that per day on Facebook ads alone to get my message out to more people, okay? So it's totally worth that. Now, if all this did was give you the ability to cancel all of the monthly tools that you're currently using to glue together your funnels, would it be worth the $11,552? Yeah, I told you that most of our members save over $1,000 per month from all the stuff they can cancel. So that's $12,000 a year. So literally, the money you save more than would cover the cost, even at $11,552, okay? But again, we're not gonna charge you that today. But I had two options as I was kind of trying to figure out how do we price this. And the first option was go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these things as we could. The problem with that is it didn't really incentivize me to stack on the value for you, right? In fact, we've seen tons of people who have come and tried to be the next ClickFunnels killer and try to take us out. The problem though, is that every time they come in, they try to undercut us in pricing. We're gonna do it $97 one time, and then guess what happens? They sell a bunch of them, but then they can't afford the customer service. Okay, we have 400 full-time employees that are here right now to serve you. 250 of them just on customer support. So if you get stuck in the middle of the night, there's somebody there to help you with your funnel. Okay, so because of that, if I would have made it cheap, I couldn't have supported you or the rest of the community. Okay, so because of that, we had to go with the second option, which obviously it requires a little bit higher investment on your side, but in exchange for that, I can devote more resources to help guarantee your success. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee your success, but I want to give you guys everything possible that I can possibly do inside of my power, inside of my resources to help you to be successful with your first funnel. Okay. Now, my question for you is, what do you think one funnel would be worth to you? Okay, everyone's business is different, but for you personally, if you had a funnel that was working, that was generating leads for you, selling your products, how much do you think that one funnel would be worth to you specifically? Okay, how many new leads could you get from one funnel if that was what you're looking for inside of your business? Okay, or how many sales could your funnel create for you every single day on autopilot without you even being there? Now, to put this in perspective, there are currently 787 members inside of ClickFunnels as of today when I'm recording this that have had a chance to win a 2 Comma Club award. Okay, that means they've had one funnel that made at least $1 million in gross revenue. And on top of that, if you really think about $1 million in revenue, that's really cool, but what does that represent for you inside your business? Okay, how much impact you've had in people's life? If you made $1 million, it means you've helped thousands of customers' lives, right? Okay, so my question for you is, how much would one profitable funnel be worth to you inside of your specific business? For some of you, it might be worth $10,000 a month. Okay, for other businesses, it's worth $100,000 a month or more. And for others, it's probably even more than that. Okay, I want you to understand that one funnel can literally change your business, and it's probably gonna change your life as well. So you can probably see why people pay our company $500,000 plus royalties to set up a single funnel for them, because it's not a cost. You understand that it doesn't cost you money, it's an investment. Okay, it's not something you buy and it sits there and it starts depreciating over time. It becomes an investment that grows. Okay? But don't worry, because you're not gonna have to pay the $500,000 that we charge people when we're doing it for them, because we literally are giving you everything you need to be able to do this on your own. So you can see why this would be an amazing deal if I did charge $5,000 for it. At our live events, I usually sell something similar to this for $2,997. But because you guys are here today, I wanna make you a very, very special offer. Something that was such a no-brainer that you'd have to go say yes. Something that was so inexpensive that you do what all good entrepreneurs do and pull out your wallet and pull your credit card out and get started right now. Okay? The offer I want to make for you guys today is you can get everything we talked about so far for just one single payment of $997 today. Okay, now to get started, all you have to do is open up a new browser window and go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now. Now, as you're getting started, I want you to understand that the ClickFunnels Platinum account that I'm giving you guys for free for the next 6 months gets a $1,782 value. That's not some made up number, right? If you go to clickfunnels.com right now, you can see right here, it's $297 a month to have access to what you guys are getting for free for the next 6 months. Okay, we currently have over 18,000 people currently paying for access to that level. So it's not something we're making up, and you guys are getting it for free today. Okay, so for you, right now, you've got two choices. Your first option is don't do anything. Okay, you learned some good stuff today, but you're probably not gonna go implement it unless you take the next step, right? So your first option is don't do anything and not take this leap of faith, which by the way, is 100% risk-free. Or your second option is just pony up this tiny little investment today compared to all the value that you're gonna get in return, and just give it a shot. Just see if it's gonna work for you and for your business, okay? And we have a philosophy here inside of ClickFunnels that if we can't make you money, then we don't deserve yours. So because of that, we have a full 30-day money-back guarantee. What that means is you can sign up today, and if for any reason at all, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from right now, just let us know and we'll give you your money back, okay? But I don't want you to make that decision today, okay? Make that decision in 30 days from now. Right now, I just gotta decide, do I think this might work for me? If so, go get started and then go in there, play with the software, go to the training, get on the live funnel hackathons and experience everything that we're doing. And then at the end of 30 days, that's when you can decide if it's worth it for you. If it's not, let us know, I'll give you your money back. But if it is, in 30 days from now, your next funnel could be done, up and launched and live. Okay, so the real question for you is this. Is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check this out, which even if it only does half what I've claimed on today's training, will literally pay for itself as soon as your very first funnel is live. Okay? So let me walk through everything you're gonna get one more time so you make sure you understand it. The first thing you're gonna get is the 6-month platinum account to ClickFunnels. Okay, it's a $1,782 value. The second thing is the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass. Okay, the third is the Traffic Secrets course. Fourth is the daily virtual live hackathons. It means every single day there's somebody there 5 days a week who can actually help you. Okay, there are coaching programs that charge $25,000 a year that don't have that. And you have it inside of here for free over the next 6 months that you're a platinum member, okay? and a whole bunch more. Now again, the total value, everything I shared you guys today is at least $11,552. But for those of you guys who take action before the countdown clock on this page hits 0, I wanna do one more thing that's really special for you, okay? All right, you guys ready for this? I told you guys earlier that our ClickFunnels Platinum members, inside their ClickFunnels account, they can create up to 70 funnels, they can have 20,000 contacts in their account, and have up to 100,000 monthly visitors, okay? But for anyone who signs up today, before the clock on this page hits 0, I'm not just gonna give you 70 funnels inside your account. Normally I'd double that and give you 140, but I'm not gonna give you double. I'm actually gonna give you unlimited funnels inside your account. That means you can create 100 or 500, 1,000 funnels. I'm not gonna charge you anything extra. Okay? Second thing, instead of 20,000 contacts, normally I double this. I'm not gonna double it. I'm gonna give you guys unlimited contacts. You can have 1 million people inside of the ClickFunnels database where I can charge you anything extra. Okay? The third thing, instead of giving you guys 100,000 monthly visitors, normally I would double that. I'm gonna give you guys unlimited visitors. That means if you send 1 million people a day to ClickFunnels, if you do that to a traditional website, you're gonna get overages of thousands of dollars a month to pay for that. Okay? I'm gonna eat those costs for you. So you can send 1 million people a day and your bandwidth costs will not go up. You get unlimited visitors, okay? And the last thing is that my priority support team will actually have your back. What that means is that they will log into your account. If you ask a question and say, oh, this person is one of our Funnel Hacks members, okay? You'll jump to the top of the support and they'll be able to jump in there and get your questions answered even faster. Even if it's 2 in the morning. If you're like, I can't figure out how to get the autoresponder to connect, whatever, they'll tell you exactly how to do it. And a lot of times they'll just log into your account and do it for you. Okay, so here's what you need to do right now. First step is you gotta open up a new window and go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now. So open up a new browser. It could be Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, whatever you use, and go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now. Now when you do that, you're gonna be taken to a page where you can get started, okay? Now if you already have a ClickFunnels account, the page is gonna look like this. And what that means, you gotta go in there and you gotta click a button and it's gonna upgrade your account to the platinum level and it'll push out your billing for an entire 6 months, okay? And it'll unlock all the other bonuses we talked about today. Now, if you don't have a ClickFunnels account yet, then the first step is you're gonna go and create an account, then you put your credit card in for the $997. It's gonna upgrade your account to the platinum level. It's gonna unlock all the bonuses we talked about before. It's gonna push out your billing for an entire 6 months, and you have access to everything we talked about today inside your ClickFunnels account, okay? Now, after your account is created, you have access immediately to everything we talked about here today. So here's what I want you to do as soon as you get started, okay? The first step is go inside and start actually playing with the software. Just see how fun it is. Click on some buttons, move some things around, make a funnel. You can't break anything. Just go in there and just play with the software. That's step number 1. Step number 2, then log into the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass, okay? Figure out what type of funnel you think you're gonna wanna use and go watch the training and start going through the process of building out your very first funnel. Number 3 is sign up for one of our daily hackathons. I want you guys to take advantage of this. The people who have the most success, the people who are winning the 2 Comma Club Awards and 2 Comma Club X Awards, the people who are on stage with me every single time, guess what they do? Something very interesting. They participate. They're on the daily hackathons. They're getting their funnels built. They're doing this stuff. They're not just thinking about it, okay? So the third step is sign up for one of the daily hackathons. Let's get your funnel built so we can launch it and get it live as quick as possible, okay? All right, so my goal for you guys is to get your first funnel launched in the next 30 days. To do that, here's what I need you to do right now. Open up a new browser, new window, whatever you need to do, and type in www.funnelhackingsecrets.com/go to be taken to the special sign up page right now, which is gonna give you access to everything we talked about before, okay? Here's a recap of what it is again. First thing you're gonna get the 6-month platinum account to ClickFunnels, total value of $1,782. The second thing you're gonna get instant access to is the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass. It's a $1,997 value. The third thing you get instant access to is the Traffic Secrets Training Course. That's a $1,997 value. The fourth thing is the virtual daily live funnel hackathons. There may be one happening today. You can start building your funnel with our team today. Okay? And again, that's something we only reserve for our $25,000 members, but because you guys are here today, you're getting backdoor access to our virtual daily hackathons, which is so exciting, plus a whole bunch more. A total value of over $11,552. And you guys can get all of this and a whole bunch more for just one single payment of $997 today. Okay? So to do that, click on the link down below or open up a new browser window and go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now. Okay, so right now, I know you're probably one of 2 people. Okay, first off, you're excited. You're like, I know this is for me. I'm ready to get started. If that's you, then go right now to the special link down below or go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go and get started. There's no more need to wait. I'm ready for you guys to go. I'm done with my presentation. Let's go and get started right now. Now, if you're the second-hand person, you're like, Russell, I'm excited. I get this. I just have a couple of questions, but if I can get my questions answered, then I'm in. I'm ready to start running as quick as possible. Okay, so if that's you, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend the next 10 or 15 minutes. I'm gonna answer some of the most frequently asked questions that I get every single day. And hopefully your question will be answered, and then you'll be able to go get started as well. But I need you to make me a promise. As soon as your question is answered, then I need you to go and get started, okay? I don't want you to sit around waiting. Like, now is the time to get started. So the second your question is answered, open up a browser window and go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go. Okay. Now the other thing I want to make sure is that for those of you guys who are like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get started, I just have a question I want to get answered really quick. I want to make sure that you don't wait because I told you guys about the unlimited plan, right? Where you can get unlimited funnels, unlimited traffic, unlimited bandwidth. I don't want you guys to miss out on that. Okay. That bonus disappears when the clock on this page hits 0. And so I want to make sure you guys have access to that. So what I would recommend doing is go get signed up, go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go, get signed up right now, lock in yourself to the unlimited account, and then ask your question. Okay. We have 250 plus full-time support people. I guarantee we're going to answer your question. Okay. We're not going anywhere. It's not some fly-by-night operation. We've been in business now for over 6 years. Okay. We are here to support you to make sure you're successful. We will get your question answered. Okay. So I'd recommend go get started so you don't miss out on the unlimited account. It's worth it. I promise you, even today, if you're like, oh, 20 funnels is enough for me, someday you're going to want the unlimited account. The only way to get it is right now by taking action by going to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now. Okay. Now, if you're not sure what to do, that's totally okay. I still recommend you get started and just try it out for the next 30 days. Okay. Again, you have a full 30-day money back guarantee. So even if it doesn't work for you for whatever reason, okay, maybe you find out you're the one business on this planet that the funnel's not going to work for, or maybe you just don't have the time, or whatever happens, that's totally cool. Just let us know. We'll give you your money back. I don't need it, okay? But I do not want you to miss out on the unlimited plan. So go right now to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go, create your account, and let's get started. Okay, so while you guys are going and signing up, I'm going to spend some time going over the most frequently asked questions we get almost every single day. And I'm pretty sure that if you still got a question, it's probably going to be answered next. Okay, question number 1. What is the difference between ClickFunnels and Shopify? Now, first off, I'm glad you asked that because a lot of people get confused. Like, what is the difference between these two companies, okay? And Shopify is actually a really cool company that I'm a big fan of. What Shopify does allows you to build stores, okay? Where stores, you have a whole bunch of different products and different SKUs, okay? Kind of like going to a grocery store and you walk in and there's a million different things. There's different aisles and different bins and a whole bunch of products. And your customer comes around with a shopping cart and says, I want one of these, and one of these, and one of these, and one of these, okay? So that's what a Shopify store is. Now, typically, Shopify stores work really, really good if you have an existing customer who knows who you are and they're coming, they're looking for something to go and buy, right? Like you go into a grocery store and finding the products and the services you like the most. When Shopify stores don't work very well is with brand new customers coming in. Okay, there's a saying in marketing that says a confused mind always says no. So think about your customer. The very first time they come in, they walk around and looking around, there's 1,000 different SKUs and like, I don't know what to do or how to even do it. Okay, what we found is that tons of our Shopify members who actually use ClickFunnels as well, they use ClickFunnels to build a front-end funnel, right? And they drive traffic through the front-end funnel, okay? And then after the funnel's done, then they introduce people to their Shopify store on the back end. In fact, it's interesting, on Shopify's own blog, they say that every Shopify store needs a front-end funnel, and they recommend ClickFunnels as the tool to create those funnels, okay? So Shopify and ClickFunnels actually work hand in hand to grow your business even faster, okay? So if you're using Shopify and you're like, I don't know if I need to use this or not, the answer is yes. It's gonna help you to grow your Shopify store even faster. It works with Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, any of the big e-commerce platforms this works for, but you gotta get a funnel first to be able to drive people into those stores, okay? So that's your question. You've been waiting on the fence. The answer is yes, you still need ClickFunnels. Go to the link down below, go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go, and let's get your account created right now. Okay, for the next set of questions, I'm going to talk about more specific funnel types and how they might work for your business. So next question is, will this work for selling information, products, and courses? The answer to that, of course, is yes. In fact, a huge majority of our ClickFunnels members are actually using funnels to sell their knowledge. Some of them, they're doing it through selling a book or a course or maybe a mastermind group. Now, one thing that's interesting about authors, how they normally sell information products, the average author only sells about 300 books in an entire lifetime. They put it on Amazon and they just pray that somebody buys it. Okay, now for me, when I launched my books, I wanted to make sure that people were reading them, so I used book funnels to sell them, okay? And over the last few years, I've sold over 500,000 copies of my book using very simple, very basic book funnels. Now, we've also used the exact same book funnels to sell books for Grant Cardone and Tony Robbins and others. Now, for any of you who are hearing me talk about this and saying, Russell, I haven't written a book yet, how would I sell my information? Well, I want to show you guys a story about Liz Benny. Now, Liz Benny is probably just like you. She hasn't written a book yet. Hopefully she does someday, but she has created online courses where she takes her knowledge, she creates an entire course, and then she uses webinar funnels to sell access to these courses. And she's built a huge company by doing just that. Another good example is Alex Hormozy. Now, Alex, the way he sells his knowledge and his information is through big, huge mastermind and coaching programs. And he sells high-ticket, expensive mastermind programs and uses funnels to fill those mastermind groups. Okay, so if you're into selling info products or courses or you've written a book, then you need to have ClickFunnels to sell your information and your knowledge. If you haven't yet, now is the time to go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now. Okay, next question is, will funnels work for selling live events? And the answer to that is also yes. I want to tell you guys a story about one of our funnel hackers. His name is Chad Collins, and he hosts big events. In fact, one of them you may be familiar with is called Brickfest Live. It's literally the biggest Lego live event in the entire world. And guess how he sold tickets? You are right, he sold them through a funnel. He also recently launched a new event, which is the official Minecraft event. And the funnel that he uses to fill this event, well, that funnel won him a 2 Comma Club award. So if you're trying to sell live or a virtual event, then you need to have a ClickFunnels account. Right now is the time to get it. Go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now. Next question, will this work for selling physical products? Now, we literally have hundreds of success stories from funnel hackers who are just like you, who use funnels to sell physical products. One of my favorite stories about somebody who actually earned themselves a 2 Comma Club award by selling physical products is Trey Llewellyn. Now, Trey has sold a ton of different things online and a ton of things through funnels, but one of them he picked one day was he started selling flashlights through a funnel. And for whatever reason, that funnel exploded, and in a very short period of time, he won both a 2 Comma Club award and a 2 Comma Club X award in just a matter of months. Another example is a company called FiberFix. Now, FiberFix was at the time only sold at Home Depot, but they plugged their FiberFix product into a funnel and instantly they became an online bestseller. Another good example of physical products is Colin Wayne. He makes and sells steel home decor within the United States and has been using funnels to be able to serve over 1 million customers since launching just 4 short years ago.
Essentially 6 months or so, we grossed over $1 million in revenue. Year 2, we did close to 10 million, and then to date, we've done almost $40 million. Without funnels, we couldn't do that.
Now, we actually have more e-commerce sellers selling on ClickFunnels than any other type of business. So if you're selling physical products, even if you're already selling on Amazon or Etsy or Shopify, you still need to have a funnel. All you gotta do right now to get your account set up is to go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now. Now, funnels also work really well when you're selling really high expensive products, okay? Here's a story from a guy named Josh Pathner. Now, Josh started his company by actually renting out photo booths, and the company blew up. It got so big that other people started asking, what are you doing and how are you doing this? So he created a really high-end coaching program where he provided them with a booth and then coached them on how to actually run their company. Now, he uses funnels to sell customers into his super high-ticket coaching programs. Now, this leads me to the next question. Will funnels work for coaches? So the answer, of course, is yes. We have coaches in almost every market you can dream of, from fitness coaches to business coaches to coaches in everything you can dream of. One of my favorite stories of a coach is Neha Gupta. Now, she actually helps students prepare for their college admission process, okay? Now, she uses webinar funnels to find and sell people into her coaching program. She now has literally hundreds of success stories of people that she helped, and this year, she also won one of these.
ClickFunnels allowed me to take what I did in one city and literally take it and just blow it up.
So if you're a coach, you need funnels. Just go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go right now to get your account set up at this huge discount, because this discount is not gonna last much longer. All right, another example is if you're a personal trainer. Now, Alex and Layla Hermosi, I've talked about them a couple times. They're funnel hackers and they teach gym owners and personal trainers how to fill their gyms by using funnels.
I'll try this ClickFunnels thing. And then when I did, I was able to really make it exactly the way I wanted it to, and it cut our lead cost in half, which for us was sick, because it doubled our revenue.
Okay, so it works really good if you're a gym or a yoga studio or a dance studio. But what if you want to change? What if you're a personal trainer and you're like, man, I'm tired of going in every single day and just training person after person one-on-one? Well, Brandon Carter was a trainer who got tired of training people one-on-one. So what he did was so smart. He took his knowledge, his information, and he created an online training program. And now he uses funnels to sell people into those online training programs. So rather than limiting himself to just local clients, he can now train people all around the world digitally through his online courses.
I was like, all right, ClickFunnels works, and I'm not going back to anything else.
So if you're a personal trainer, or if you own a gym or a yoga studio, you sell dance classes, in all these situations, you need to have a funnel. Okay, does this work for brick and mortar style businesses? The answer to that is also yes. I got so many good stories I can share with you. One of my favorites is Anissa Holmes. Now, Anissa is a dentist, and she uses funnels to fill up her practice. After she filled her practice up to capacity, she started thinking, man, this funnel thing works really, really good. And she started showing other dentists how to do it. Now she has a whole tribe of dentists all around the world who are using her funnels to get clients and patients into their dental practices every single day. Another story is Chad Woolner. Now, Chad is a chiropractor, and the same kind of thing. Chad's business was struggling. He couldn't get it to grow. He was trying all the traditional methods of yellow pages, radio, TV, all sorts of things, and nothing seemed to work. And then guess what? He was on a web class just like this. He found out about funnels. He started creating funnels to fill his chiropractic practice. He started getting patients like crazy. And then after that, he got so excited, he started sharing his funnels with other chiropractors. And now with chiropractors all around the country who are using Chad's funnels to fill up their practices. Okay? Okay, so I just shared with you guys a ton of different case studies, and I hope those get the wheels in your mind spinning. Okay, I want you to understand that I don't care what type of business you're in, there's a funnel that'll work for you. Okay, if you're trying to figure out how to generate leads for your company, there are tons of funnels that do that. If you're trying to figure out how in the world do I sell my products, there are funnels for that. Okay, this is not something that's brand new. We have over 100,000 active members. Okay, in every market you can dream of. So the question is not, will funnels work for me? It's what funnel is going to work for me. Okay, and that's kind of up to you to come into our community, start figuring out, start asking questions, and find out how to get a funnel to work for you. All right, next question I want to kind of address one more time is what if you already have a ClickFunnels account, okay? You've seen the offer, you see how insane it is, you want it really, really bad. If you already have a ClickFunnels account, that's totally okay. All you gotta do right now is go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go, and when you go there, again, it's gonna upgrade your account from whatever level you're at right now. It's gonna upgrade you to the platinum level, and it's gonna push your billing out for 6 full months. It means no monthly payments for 6 months, plus you get access to everything else we talked about on today's training, okay? So what you're gonna do right now is go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go and go upgrade your account right now. All right, the next question here is, does ClickFunnels integrate with Infusionsoft and Shopify and MailChimp? The answer is yes and yes and yes. Okay, we try to build ClickFunnels to include everything that you're gonna need to run your online business, but I totally understand for people who love Infusionsoft or Shopify or maybe MailChimp, right? If you have a favorite service you're already using, the nice thing about ClickFunnels is that it'll do those things by themselves, but if you have a favorite provider, you can actually bring it to ClickFunnels and plug it in. Okay, and so that's kind of how it works. We have direct integrations with almost every software platform online, and if we don't have one, we integrate with Zapier, and Zapier plugs into pretty much everything else online. So regardless of what you're looking for, yes, ClickFunnels probably already integrates with it as well. Okay? Does ClickFunnels do tracking? So the answer is yes, okay? Inside your ClickFunnels account, you'll be able to see tracking of how many people at page 1, page 2, page 3, how many sales come through. All the data is there inside your ClickFunnels account, which is really, really cool. But on top of that, you can also integrate your favorite tracking platforms. So you can integrate with Google Analytics and other things as well. And that way, you can look at your stats however you want, through the ClickFunnels platform or the one that you like as well. The next question is, do you guys offer support if we get stuck? The answer is obviously yes, okay? We have over 250 full-time support people who are there to answer any of your questions. So when you log into ClickFunnels, in the bottom corner, there's a little plus button. If you click that button, it'll pop open our support, and you have access to talk to our customer support people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You leave a message, and they'll get back to you as soon as they can, okay? So you have access to that support all the time. But on top of that, because you're gonna be getting the ClickFunnels Platinum level for free for the next 6 months, the Platinum level has a different level of support, okay? This is through our virtual daily hackathons, okay? We have an entire coaching team who twice a day, like I told you before, are going on and they're building funnels live with you. So because you're a platinum level, you also have access to that. The nice thing about that is our traditional customer support, they're not trained on strategy, right? They're trained on the tactics. Like if something's not working, if a button's not working, something broke or whatever, they can help you with that. Or you have issues with your billing. That's what our customer support can do. But because you're gonna be at the platinum level, you have access to the people who are running the hackathons. Now these guys understand the strategy about why would you build this funnel? What's the right strategy? What are the offers? All those kind of things. So you have access to those people as well to help you to make sure you're more successful, okay? So that's what nice thing you get today when you guys get started at the platinum level, which again, you get for free for the next 6 months, which is crazy, okay? All right. So next question is, where do I sign up for these hackathons? That's a really good question. So when you log into ClickFunnels, you're gonna see a big dashboard, right? In the dashboard, you can see all your stats, your analytics for your funnels, but on the right-hand side, there's a little section that says FunnelFlix. Now, FunnelFlix is our training portal. This is where all the information and the training and the coaching is all happening. So you click on that, and it's gonna take you over to FunnelFlix. Now, inside of FunnelFlix, it's gonna look kind of like Netflix. And the reason why is because on top of everything else I've given you, there's a whole bunch of other training programs I'm not even gonna talk about. You can go and kind of explore and find those things on your own. But if you look at the top, there's a big button there that says Funnel Hacking Secrets plus Live Hackathons. When you click on that, it's gonna take you into the Funnel Hacking Secrets training program that you guys got access to today. And on top of that, you have a spot where you can go schedule the calls for the virtual hackathons. You click on the button, you'll see access to all the calendars every single day when they're happening, which funnels they're focusing on. You can go find it, schedule it, and be on their calendar and get on the next virtual hackathon. Now, last question I wanna cover is, will this work for my business? Now, this question always makes me laugh because people always ask that, well, will funnels work for my business? And the reality is, funnels work for all businesses, okay? If you're trying to figure out a way to generate leads for your company, that's what funnels are for. If you're trying to figure out how do I sell my products without having a whole huge sales staff, that's what funnels are for. If you're trying to grow a company online, that's what funnels are for. So unless your business is done growing and you're not trying to sell anything, then you don't need a funnel. But my guess is if you're here today, it means you probably are trying to figure out ways to grow your company, am I right? If so, funnels are the only way that I know that you can dramatically scale your company quickly, okay? And so that's what these things are about. So I promise you that if you have any kind of business, it's your job now to figure out which funnel is gonna work for you, okay? Now what's amazing is that you're probably not gonna know what it is right now. Some of you guys are like, I don't know what funnel is gonna work for me. Of course you don't yet. That's why you gotta go through the program and go through the training, okay? It'll show you exactly what funnel you need to use for your specific business. You shouldn't know what it is right now. Maybe you have a glimpse or idea that maybe it's this, but what you gotta do is go get started. Go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go, get started, get your ClickFunnels account, and then go into the Funnel Hacking Secrets training program. Go and watch the modules, go through the lessons, and inside those lessons, it's gonna show you exactly what funnel is right for you. okay? And if for some reason you're going through it and you still can't figure it out, we have a community with tons of funnel hackers who are just like you and say, hey, I'm a dentist, what kind of funnel should I use? And I guarantee you'll get 200 people telling you, this is the one you should use, okay? There's a huge community of people who are here to support you. I told you there's over 100,000 active members right now on this platform in every market and every business you can dream of, and now we're ready for you. Okay? Now I always tell people who are on the fence, like, should I do this? Should I not do this? I always tell them that, this is something we've been doing this now for 6 years. It's working in basically every business we can dream of. I tell people, look, you're still at the very beginning of this. This is the new concept. Most people don't even know what a funnel is today, right? But in the future, everyone's gonna know what it is. It's kind of like when websites first came out. I remember just the geeky, nerdy companies were like, oh, I have a website. And everyone else is like, what is that thing? Nowadays, like, you can't have a business without a website. The same thing is true with the funnel, okay? So you need a funnel. You gotta have one, okay? So it's not a matter of if you're gonna need a funnel or if you're gonna have a ClickFunnels account, okay? It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And so yeah, you can wait for a month from now or 6 months from now and sign up at that point. But if you do that, you're not gonna get the special offer I created for you guys today. Okay, the only place to get that is right here and right now. There's an old Chinese proverb that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. Some of you guys have been hearing me talk about this whole funnel thing for a while, right? Some of you guys, this is your first introduction to it, but some of you guys have been hearing about this for a while. For those of you, I wanna talk to you, okay? You're here again, why? Why haven't you signed up yet? What are you waiting for? You know this is the path, you know this is the direction. Now is the time. There's no better time than right now to do it. And for those of you guys who this is your very first time ever hearing about this, right? The first time you heard about a funnel, now you have a chance, you have a head start on all of your competition, all your competitors, because nobody else knows what this is right now. Okay, you guys are at the right time, the right place, and now is the time for you to take action, okay? Now, again, I wanna stress that I don't want you to freak out about this. Like, there's gonna be some uncertainty, you're not gonna know exactly what you're doing, that's okay. That's why we have this whole 30-day money-back guarantee. You guys can get started right now, jump in there, start playing with the software, go through the training program, start understanding how this works, jump on live hackathons twice a day if you need to, and start learning how to do these things. If you're like, that's cool, but like, I don't wanna, I'm not a technical person, I don't want to do that. That's fine too. Find someone on your team, find a spouse, find a kid, find one of your employees, get your front desk person to come and be the person who's become your funnel builder. Like, this stuff is so simple that they can learn it. Okay, I literally have twin boys who are 13 years old who build funnels on their own right now too, okay? This stuff is not super complicated, it's not that difficult, okay? You just gotta start doing it. And with that said, we are at the end of the presentation. So now is the time for you to take action if you haven't yet, okay? I'm gonna recap one more time everything you're gonna get, just to make sure you're completely understanding what the offer is. And then at that point, I need you to go. I need you to take action. I need you to open up a new browser window, go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go, because now is the time. The countdown clock is almost to 0. It's time for you to get started. All right, so here's a recap what you're gonna get. Again, the first thing you're gonna get is a 6-month platinum account to ClickFunnels, okay? This is what people right now pay $297 a month for. You're getting it for free for the next 6 months. That's a $1,782 value for free when you guys get started today. The second thing is the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass. This is the training program you gotta go through. So if you're not sure what funnel to use, go through this training program. By the time it's done, you'll understand exactly what to do. Now, if you're like, I don't even know how to design funnels, I'm not technical, have your team go through this training program. This is the one they need to understand. When they go through that, they'll understand how to build funnels, what funnel to build. All those things are in there. On top of that, there's a bunch of other things. There's templates. There's like everything you need is inside of the Funnel Hacking Secrets Masterclass. So that's the first step. Go in there to learn, understand. In the next 30 days, you can become a funnel master by the time this is done. Okay. The third thing you're gonna get is the Traffic Secrets course. So after your funnel's done, you're like, now what do I do? How do I get traffic? How do I get people to show up? Then you go through the Traffic Secrets course. It's gonna teach you exactly how to get your dream customers to come to you. Not any customers, but the best customers, the people that you wanna serve. Okay. And the fourth thing is the virtual daily funnel hackathons. Okay. This is my lifeline to you. Again, this is something that in the past has only been available to people who are paying me $25,000 a year. You're getting a backstage pass to get access to these. That means twice a day, 5 days a week for the next 6 months that you're at the platinum level, you have access to these things. So that means you could go twice a day and get training on this. You can have your funnel builder that you bring on your team, your spouse, your kids, and say, look, go every single day, you're gonna build a funnel, and have them go through it. Within a week or two, they're gonna know how to build all the funnel types that are possible inside of ClickFunnels. They become a master, right? Or say, I just wanna build a webinar funnel. You look at the calendar, okay, next Thursday's webinar funnel day. You log in, you build the funnel, and by the time it's done, your funnel's done. It's not something like when I was building funnels back in the past, it would take 2 or 3 months to build one. Now it's not that way. Now it's like you look at the calendar, okay, we're building the book funnel on Tuesday, let's go. And by Tuesday night, it's done. Okay, and so that lifeline is there to help make sure you guys are successful, make sure you're not stuck, make sure that everything's working for you, okay? Because I don't want you to be left alone. I don't want you to get stuck or frustrated. I want to make sure you're gonna be successful. You get all that and a whole bunch more. Okay, total value of this offer, like I said today, is $11,552, but you guys get access to everything here and so much more. I haven't even showed you half the stuff you get inside of FunnelFlix. You get everything here for one payment of $997 today. But you have to go and take the next step. I can't do the next step for you. You have to go, and you have to do it. All good entrepreneurs have to become good doing it. You have to pull your wallet out of your pocket, pull your credit card out, and go over there, type in your digits, go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go, and go and create your account, okay? Now again, I want to stress there's no risk on this, okay? If you go through here and you go through the process, you go and you play with the software, you go through the funnel building, you go through the training, you go jump on the hackathons, and time you're done, you're like, I still can't figure this out, or this isn't working for me, whatever, okay? Or maybe you just didn't have time, or maybe you decide you hate funnels, you think I talk too fast, or whatever I don't even care, okay? You just tell me anything, within 30 days, we'll give you your money back. I don't need your money. You guys understand that? Okay? This is not about me. Whether you sign up for this or not, it will not change my life, it will not change my business one iota. This is not about me. This is about you. Okay? What will one funnel do for you? One funnel could change everything. We have a mantra here at ClickFunnels called "You're one funnel away." And for some people, they're one funnel away from a job they hate, right? And they're trying to figure out how do I get my startup, my side hustle, how do I get it launched and live? Okay? And the funnel is the thing that's gonna do that. For other people, it's like, man, I've got a business, but I need it to grow. It's struggling right now in this economy, right? And the funnel is the thing that helps it to grow. Other people, it's like, man, I wanna impact more people, I wanna change more lives. How do I do that? It's the funnel that's gonna get your message out to more people. Okay, so you're one funnel away. When Trey Llewellyn was sitting on this exact same web class 3 or 4 years ago, he didn't know what to do. He literally told me, he said, after I watched a web class, I saw how easy ClickFunnels was, and I decided I'm gonna build a funnel a week until one of these things makes sense. So he's like, hey, what's the first funnel? The first funnel, he went through training, learned how to do it, built his first funnel, he launched it, and it completely bombed, right? He's like, okay, well, that didn't work. Good thing it was simple. Let me do another one. He did another one, did another one. And on his 11th funnel, he's trying to figure out what in the world can I sell? Okay, and he literally went to his closet, he opened his closet, and there's a whole bunch of these flashlights. And this is from a business he tried years earlier that didn't work, just leftover stuff. He's like, well, might as well try selling the flashlight, nothing else works. So he grabbed one of the flashlights, took some pictures of it, posted it on this funnel, and that was the one. I don't know why, for whatever reason, that was the funnel, the one funnel away for him. That one is the one that took off and exploded. And so for you, I don't know what it is. It might not be the first funnel. It's probably not gonna be the first funnel. Let's be completely honest, okay? For me, it wasn't the first funnel. I had to do funnel after funnel after funnel, and then one of them hits, right? And that's the thing. We gotta figure out what's that funnel gonna be for you. And so the biggest thing is you gotta get started right now. You gotta start playing with this. You gotta start figuring out. Like, try a funnel launch, it didn't work. Try another one, launch, it didn't work, until you got the one that works. For Trey, it was 11. Other people, it's the second or third. Some people, it's the first one. Okay, for you, I don't know what it's gonna be, but I do know that if you don't start today, you're never gonna have a funnel, and then you're never gonna have success with it, okay? But if you take that leap of faith, take that risk, and just try it out, man, if you spend some time and do one funnel a week for the next 4 weeks, so 30 days is up, and at the end of 4 weeks, for most of you guys, if you do that process and say, I'm gonna do one funnel a week and just do it, by the time the 30 days is up, you're probably gonna have success. You're probably gonna be making money. Okay, and if not, then you just go the next week, and eventually it's gonna be successful. I promise you that, okay? We're here for you, we're not going anywhere. You know, I've seen a lot of companies online who come through, who build software, they launch, and the company disappears overnight, and they're left without support, left without everything. We're not that way. We've been here for over 6 years. There's over 400 people here on the team that work for ClickFunnels that are supporting you, that are serving you every single day. We're not going anywhere. We're here to support you, here to help make sure you're successful. And so now, though, it's up to you. Okay, I've made the presentation, I've explained funnel hacking, the whole process, the principle, I've showed you guys how we scale funnels, how we drive traffic, all that kind of stuff, but I can't do anything else. Next step is up to you. So I want to challenge you to take that step right now. Okay, that means you open up a new browser window, go to www.funnelhackingsecrets.com/go. When you go there, type in your credit card, create your account, and then the process begins. This is where the journey begins. It should be the most exciting time in the world for you, okay? Because now you have a chance to go and start doing something that could radically shift and change everything. Okay, this is not just a way to make your business a little bit better. This is an entirely new opportunity. It's something you never even thought about before. It's something that most companies that I talk to, they haven't even heard of a funnel, or they haven't seen one that works for them. As soon as I show it to them, it's like, oh my gosh, like I see how this works. It changes everything. And I promise you it can change everything for you, but not if you don't follow me. Okay, if you come over here and get started, we're here for you. Our team's here for you. We got all these people, a huge community of funnel hackers, over 100,000 members who are active here, who are here because they want you to be successful, and you can do it. But it's time. This time's up to you. Again, there'll be a link down below, or open up a new browser and go to funnelhackingsecrets.com and get started. With that said, I'm so grateful for you spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Hope you learned a lot, but more importantly, I hope you see the path to be able to become more successful with whatever your business is. And with that said, I want you guys to follow me into the members area where I can start training you. We can go deep into every single funnel type, how we build them. You have access to me, my team, and everyone. That way we can help you guys to be successful with your specific funnel. So the one last call, now is the time. Go to funnelhackingsecrets.com/go, and let's get started right now. Thanks so much, and I'll see you inside the members area.